Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Bub. I am your host, surprisingly enough, on this, my channel. Last I checked, there were no other people I could find, so that works out pretty well. But with me tonight to help me go through some books and shrink the collection a little bit is Super Russ 9000. Say hello, Super Russ.
Yo, guys, what's up? Hope everybody's doing good tonight.
Me too. Let's see. We got tons of people in the chat today. We got, let's see. We got BUB'S Comics in the chat saying, hello, everybody. We got we're just going to go through some of these, some of the old books in the collection. Russ, you've seen some of these I've done, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen a few.
So we've got all the way down to the end box. We might have some more people hop on after a while. Who knows? The night's a mystery. There was no faces chat tonight, so I thought I'd do one of these, and we'll shrink the collection a little bit. Russ, you shrink your collection some, don't you?
Not really. No, I pretty much hang on to everything I get with a death grip.
All right. Well, we won't be needing Russ for this evening, apparently. So we're just gonna roll on without him. What do you say, folks? Oh, there he is. He's back. He's back. All right. Welcome back, Russ. Well, I mean, the goal of this will be to help me get rid of some books. You think you're up to the task, or you think you won't be able to do that?
I don't know. I'm pretty much driven by nostalgia, so especially when I see 90s books, man, I just buy them and hoard them up.
Well, you're going to be in luck today, because I don't think I have. If there's any specific spot that would probably be a weakness in my collection, it would be 90s books. There's definitely, now I have some 90s books, but I don't think that they're really, like, they're not foil covers and, roided out fellas, not too much of that classic 90s style, if you will. Chris Barrett's in the house. Hey, what's up, Chris Barrett? Good to see you, CB. Agu Rhythm with the wandering eyes over there. Maybe he's looking at Werewolf by Lunchtime, wondering what time it is and how hungry he's gotten. Werewolf by Lunchtime ought to be getting ready for work by now. I don't know what he's doing. He's on the other side of the world, so they got, it's already tomorrow over there.
Is he in Australia?
Yeah, he's in Perth.
I thought so.
Yeah. All right, good to see you, brothers. So what do you say we take a look at how many books we have currently? So, he's got the week off from work. Nice. It's package day or something yesterday, I think it was, or whatever that means. Boxing day. I don't really know what any of that means, but we know he's got it. So let's see. All right. So let me get my little appy-doo open here, and let's share this thingamabobbin. Look at that. We're high-teching it now. Now let's see. We move this over here, and boom. Now Russ is a tiny little spot on my screen. I can barely see him. So we're very pleased about that. We're going to keep...
I can get closer.
No, we're good. We're good. Oh, stay back. All right. So let's see. We got... Starting right now, we have 200... I don't know if you can see my pointer, but we got 2,481 books. He says, Chris Barrett says it's Vag Day over, I don't think that's a thing. Boxing Day was yesterday or today where you are. Right. That's what I thought. Look at that. So we got 2,481 books in the collection. I don't necessarily go through and have a goal per night or anything like that I do this, but it would be nice to have less than that when we're done. What do you say, Russ?
What's your ultimate goal for getting rid?
Well, my ultimate goal is to have room in the cabinet.
Yeah.
And to have the most room is somewhere around 2,250. So now that's probably not going to happen. I don't think that there's that many books left for me to get rid of. I mean, I've already gone through numbers, right? Because that comes before A. So I've gone through from numbers through M, and that's a big chunk of books.
Yeah.
And when we get to the W's where Wolverine is at, it's probably going to hit a wall, and most of those books will get kept for a good number of boxes.
Is that your biggest collection?
Probably Wolverine. Yeah, my biggest collection will be because I have all the volumes of Wolverine.
Oh.
So I have complete runs of all the Wolverine volumes. So that's 400 and something books straight run. So that's probably not going to happen. I'm not ready to let any of those go. Just said, hey, DS, what's going on? I don't know if you can get links on Instagram, but I'm going to send you the link on Instagram. I think only Roger hates Instagram links, but well, he does. Like I can't get him to. He hates it. He just
really
hates it. Yeah, I always have to email him. So
yeah, I didn't even know you could do the Instagram messaging on the laptop until I was talking to Simon and he told me about it. So I put it on the laptop here, and it's much easier.
Yeah. Have me back on. I'm fine. Look, there he is. I don't think there's too many books to get rid of. Have me back on. Yep. Hey, K-Ties, what's going on? He's been a shout-out machine lately. Just every day, 3 or 4 shout-out videos. Just fantastic stuff that guy's doing over there in Japan. So very, very cool. Good to have you all here. Yeah, DS, I sent you the link via Instagram. If you can't get it on Instagram or if it doesn't work, just shout back at me on Instagram and let me know that it's not working, and then we'll go from there. All right. So let's get rolling. We've got all kinds of people in the chat. That doesn't mean there's a lot of people. It just means there's a lot of different kinds of people, right?
Well, it looks like you're worldwide. You got Japan, Australia.
Heck yeah, man. The 4 corners of the globe.
Yeah.
I say that, and a bunch of flat earthers will start subbing me up. Don't do that. Don't do that, you people. All right, so let's see. We'll take his comment off for a minute. All right, so we left off on the M's. We're very happy about that. Let's get to the N's. Let's see. Oh, boy, we're going to start it off early. Yes, I'm talking about shrinkage again, James. All right, Negan Lives. You got a copy of this book, Russ?
No. I was a fan of the show, but I never got into the comics, the Walking Dead comics.
What do you think? You and all those are watching. Is this a keeper, or what do we sit on it, or what was it? Sit on it or shit on it? I think we're the.
That was a hot book for a little while, wasn't it?
Well, I think when it first came out, a lot of people. What's up, Don Dizzle? I think a lot of people were excited about it when it first came out, and it was kind of an unknown amount how many were going to the stores, and it was a big deal. And then all of a sudden, the shift totally focused to the silver variant, the silver foil variant, and then the gold foil variant, and then there was the ever elusive blue foil variant or something crazy like that. Deadpool 2323 making a rare appearance. Welcome, buddy. Good to have you. William Smallwood's in the house as well. So what happened was that once those all those variants came out, you know, in the modern, I'm not a speculator, but it seems to me in the modern spec game, you're hot until the next hottest variant comes out. Yeah. And when this book hit the stands, people were all over it, and then it just dropped off. Yeah, red foil variant, Don's saying. And then
I remember seeing a bunch of those pop up in different YouTube auctions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think we get rid of it?
I think so.
All right. Look at that. You're making DS proud already. All right. Now I have an additional question. His bonus round time. Do I get rid of both of them?
Are they both the same cover?
Yeah, it's the exact same book. Two of the exact same book.
I don't know. It might be better to keep one just in case it blows up again. You might be able to get more down the road.
I don't think this book's ever going to blow up. Not the plain version. There's too many variants out there now.
Oh, yeah.
I ended up keeping it for myself, and I read the story. It was okay, but it wasn't like, killer.
Was it a one-shot or?
Yeah, it was a one-shot.
Okay.
I say we get rid of both of them. In the box it goes. Out of the collection it goes. Boom. Bob's your uncle. It's time to go home. All right, let's see. We got all comics. We're up to N for Negan. All right, don't worry, it'll be faster once I get this set up. B C D E F G H I J K. Do you do that? Do you sing the alphabet song to yourself when you're trying to get to a letter real quick?
No. I try to keep everything organized in my short boxes. I don't have the CLZ app.
You don't have the CLZ app. Shame on
No.
you, sir. What's going on, DS? Good to have you.
What's up?
What's up, DS?
So
Not
here's a funny story. I was going to send DS the link earlier. Now, Roger claims that he doesn't want anything to do with this series. He's totally anti. In fact, I got a message from Jimmy saying about the same. Don't want any part of it. It goes against everything they stand for. But I honestly couldn't remember who it was that couldn't make the No Faces chat tonight. I couldn't remember if it was DS.
It was Roger.
It wasn't. Well, clearly it must have been Roger, right?
Yeah, I was free.
I thought maybe it was you. So I was like, well, DS can't make the stream. So if he can't do that stream, he can't do this stream. And Roger's opposed, so that knocks them both out. But
No, that's all right. I understand. You're trying to keep books and you don't want to have me on. I get it.
Shit.
No offense taken. It's cool.
Hey, Russ helped me get rid of 2 books already.
I know.
And with one picture, he got rid of 2 books.
Good job, Russ.
That's like a new record.
I know. I saw you put that Negan up, and I was like, dump it. And then you said you had 2 copies. I was dump them both.
All right. Next, we got. Oh, that's a keeper. That's beautiful. New Avengers number 4. That's the first appearance of Maria Hill, so it's a key. It's clearly a minor key, but only because the character is a minor character, which is funny because this is one of those books. It never blew up.
Really?
This book had MCU spec all over it. Maria Hill is in almost all the MCU movies. Whenever Nick Fury appears, she appears, right? Played by Colby Smulders, who, depending on different circles, kind of a sex symbol, maybe not, depending on what you like. But the book never blew up. It never got the attention I think it deserved. So still got a copy of that, and I don't guess it's going anywhere.
Who did that cover?
David Finch.
Oh,
I mean, what more can you ask for, you know? All right. Chris Barrett says keep it or he's going to come take it out of my house. So that's not happening. We gotta protect the collection here a little bit. There's just a cool David Finch Wolverine cover. I love that book. So that's not going anywhere. Sorry, that's a keeper. Hard to part with any Spider-Woman or Wolverine stuff, as you can imagine. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, Kobe Smulders is a beautiful, beautiful woman. See, but some guys just think she's meh, you know, a poor man's Sandra Bullock or something. I think Sandra Bullock is a poor man's Sandra Bullock, but whatever. Oh, man, look at that Frank Cho.
Oh, man.
That's them to Heartbreakers. All right, we're keeping that. DS fell off. I think he's finishing his pizza.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So that's a keeper. Another Frank Cho. That's a keeper. Man, good stuff. Oh, yeah, look at this one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, Venomized Wolverine. Picked this up at a con for like $3. It doesn't actually sell for that much more than that. But
are those all just different variants of the same issue?
No, this is number 35 here.
Oh, okay.
It's a sporadic run. Like I don't have the whole run. Now, if you want a run of books that encompasses like every crossover event from that era, the New Avengers is your book. So
I've never read that run before.
Oh, it's crazy.
Hey, that's not the same as the Young Avengers. They're totally different, right?
Yeah, they're different. They're different. Although these folks are young as well, I suppose. All right, let's see. Here's the first maybe I'll give you. New Avengers number looks like 59. What do you guys think? It's not my favorite Spider-Woman cover, for sure. You don't get too many Spider-Man and Spider-Woman covers together, though. That's nice. She does have some tattered and torn parts of her outfit. That's kind of cool. What do you guys think?
I think that could that one could probably go.
Who's the artist on it?
The cover artist is
Okay, dump it if you don't know.
Stuart Imonen. Imonen? Stewie Imonen.
It's all right. It's not worth keeping. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff. That's nothing special. I think it's all right. It's not
All
key.
All right, out it goes. Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. Somebody had it, so now I have it. That's kind of how it
Yeah, I
happened.
think that would be a better cover without that like pale off yellow background. It kind of saps the power out of the cover. You know what I mean? It's not a bright yellow. It's, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not the best for sure. The Spidey isn't even that good. His head's kind of misshapen. Yeah. All right. We're rolling on without it. All right. Next, we got New Avengers Volume 2. So this is the second volume of that same run. I could do without the dudes on the cover, but Spider-Woman looks pretty good on there.
And it's kind of tough because I'm just kind of judging off the cover because I don't really know anything about the story inside.
Well, cover artist is Rain Barreto.
No, Mike Deodato.
Oh, no, Mike Deodato Jr. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I mean,
I'd probably get rid of it if it was me.
What do you think, Diaz?
I mean, there's nothing that special about it. It's cool, but it's not a keeper.
Yeah, and I think she has her tongue out. And that just looks stupid. All right. I'm going to verify.
I'm not a fan of how they draw Spider-Woman on the modern comics. I like the old version better and how she used to be drawn.
Yeah.
She's way over-sexualized, and it's done in sort of a goofy way in a lot of covers that I've seen her do. There's one where the posture of her on the cover is completely bizarre. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this one.
Well, I'm going to have to hurry up and put this in the to-go box because looking at it in person, I like it more and more every time I stare at it, which happens with every book that I see. But I feel it, like as I'm putting in the box, I can feel, that's one I would have liked to keep. All right. Well, we got glitter and duct tape saying dump it.
Hey, glitter.
I mean, no love there. Holy cow. DS, as always, multitasking. All right. So that one's gone. You bums.
Well, when I run my own shows, I fully ignore the chat. And I don't keep up with it. But when I'm on somebody else's show, I'm always in the chat interacting with people. So it's like the opposite.
That's fair.
I just ignore everyone most of the time. But
what do you think about this one? New Avengers Most Wanted Files #1. I think it's a one shot. It is a one shot.
I like that cover. The poster in the background kind of reminds me of Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
X-Men 141 cover. I like that.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like the squad pose. What do you think, DS?
I mean, I wouldn't keep it, but it's definitely the best one of these yet. It does have an X-Men 141 swipe feel.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep that one. That was
What
great.
issue was that?
That was issue #1. It's a one shot.
Okay.
But it's a repurposed cover. They used that cover for another issue in the main run, but it's colored different and it's slightly different, but it's very close. Nice hip sway. That's right, Jimmy. I thought Jimmy was boycotting this show. He didn't want anything to do with shrinking a collection. He likes to grow them. The New Mutants 97 second print.
Do you have the first print?
No, sir.
Then keep that.
Yeah.
Okay. You agree, Rob?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Yeah, at least until you get the first print, if you do.
Look at this. It's a swipe of New Avengers 7. So there you go. That That's one of the few cool Liefeld covers, in my opinion.
That is pretty good, actually.
I love the beast on that.
Yeah, that is a pretty good Liefeld cover, actually.
Did Liefeld do the feet too, or did he get somebody to tag team?
Well, it turns out if he's doing a beast foot, he can do it. But then it's a tale of 2 feet on this cover, because look at Cable's foot on the bottom. Can you see that?
Yeah.
It looks like a flipper. Like, it truly doesn't get any worse than that Liefeld foot. That's about the worst foot you could see on the same cover with the best foot he's ever done. So, perfect Liefeld book. We'll keep it. Here's New Mutants 98. Now, I have to see. I might have some repros of that. I do. So, I have the original. So, I have the real one. Of course, I'm going to keep that, right? And I think it's a 9.6.
Oh, you got a slab copy?
Yeah, I have a slab copy of that. It's got that's the one that has a hole all the way through the book, and they gave it a 9.6.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
The grader had a good night before, I reckon.
Can you visibly see it through the slab? Or?
Well, I mean, because I know it's there, yes.
Yeah.
But if somebody meticulously went over it, like if I sold it, I think I would have to give a blow up of that blemish.
Yeah.
With a question mark on CGC grading. I don't know what else you would do, but it definitely would have to be divulged if I were going to sell it, because if I received that book, I would have looked over the whole thing, found that hole, and been pissed, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So what do you think? Do we keep the reprint or do we ditch it?
Yeah, you could probably, well, I mean, it's good to have around to read, I guess, but if you've already went through it, you could probably just ditch it.
What do you think, DS?
I mean, you're not a huge Deadpool fan.
No.
And you're not probably ever going to read that again.
No.
Probably get rid of it.
I'm not even sure I read it the first time. I think I sent it slab, didn't even open it.
Yeah, I still got a slab here of it that I'm trying to sell. Actually, I was trying to sell this to somebody, and he's like, I'll hit back tomorrow. And then he never did, so now I still have it.
Is it a 9.6 or a 9.8?
9.4.
9.4. I'll trade you for a wrongly graded 9.6.
Well, I think this one could be a 9.6 because it's got, I don't know. I pressed it, but I feel like it could still be a little better, but may not be a 9.6. I don't know.
All right, well, we're going to pull this book out, and my son is a big Deadpool fan. We're going to give it to him. So, did I already pull it out? Yeah,
Barrett, I sent in 4 of these books, and I thought a couple of them were 9.6, and they gave me 3 9.4s and a 9.2. So,
wow.
I thought I would get at least 1 9.6, if not probably 2, and I didn't get any. I got 3 9.4s and a 9.2. So, I guess that guy didn't grade mine.
What's up, Shorty? Good to have you all. Uh-oh. We got a party crasher, y'all. I don't know if he's ready. All right, let's raise that camera up a little bit there, buddy. All right, we got some low-hanging fruit. Oh, there he is.
You wish.
Hey, Jimmy, you should buy this off me and crack it and press it so you can get your 9.6.
Is that a reproduction or original?
This is the real one?
No.
All right.
CPR. All right, Jimmy, good to have you.
It might take me 2 or 3 shots, but I'll get.
Yeah, I gave it 1 shot and I stopped. I had too many books, so I just did 1 over on all of them, and then it didn't. I don't know. I don't think it could be a 9.6, but I don't know.
Oh man, did I lose my camera? No, Russ lost his camera. There he is. He's back. Welcome back, Russ.
I was just checking on something real quick.
He was eating pizza. We know what happens when the cameras go off.
So you guys will have to forgive me. I'm working at the same time, so I'll be in and out, but I'll keep an eye out.
All right. Well, he's laying the groundwork for his Alzheimer's report. So glad to have you, Jimmy. We appreciate you. He's phasing on us. All right, let's take a look. So Russ, you agree, right? We're going to give the reprint to my son, so that makes room in the cabinet. That's all that matters. It doesn't have to leave the house. It just has to leave this cabinet. New Teen Titans Volume 1, Number 1.
That would be a keeper for me, for sure.
I mean, what is it? Is it a key for some reason?
No, the first appearance was what, DC Presents 26.
It's a great,
like a preview.
Great Perez cover, and it's historic, nostalgic.
I mean, if you're a fan of the characters, I would say keep it. But if you're not, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first issue with the team. Yeah, DS was showing that off earlier today.
Yeah, I would keep that. Do you have this one, Bub?
I do not.
Well, you should get this and keep that, and then make a nice little set. First appearance and first in title.
Yeah.
I would, DS, but wherever could I find someone who had one for sale?
Well, you can be second for dibs on that one because somebody already called dibs on it. So.
Oh, don't worry. They won't call you back tomorrow.
Let me know if you get higher than a 9.2 on that. I'm looking to upgrade.
Yeah, I think this one's probably 9.0, 9.2 range. It's got a scratch and a little bit of foxing. I don't think it's going to hit higher than a 9.2.
Yeah, Jackson Roy Kirk knows I'm not a big Perez fan.
Careful with foxing these days. They're hitting it hard.
I know it.
Yeah, I think they're grading it like staining, and they're doing cumulative. So if you take each and every one of those spots and put it together, they're treating it like a 1/4-inch stain or something.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's ridiculous, I think. Let's see. I'll sell you my copy, but it will cost you a pretty penny. Oh, I bet. All right, let's see what we got next. Oh, these are those dollar comics. I'm getting rid of all those.
Yeah.
Those are reprints, right?
Yeah, it's going to take up way too much space. As thin as they are, I'm just sick of them. I'm ditching them. I had an idea in my head that I was going to take them all and put them like in a spinner rack and put it to work, or bring it to work and let everybody dig through them and let kids read them and all that stuff. But if I give them to a shop, the kids will find them there. So same difference.
Yeah, I buy reprints to read, and then after I have a little stack together, I usually sell the stack together to somebody for cheap just to move them on. But I usually don't keep reprints. I just buy them to read them, and then I move them on.
Cool.
Unless that's a key that I really like, and I have the key, and I'll have the reprint that I can read. I think I still have a Hulk 1 reprint, so if I ever end up getting an actual Hulk 1, that'll be cool, but I'll probably get rid of it before that because I don't think I'm getting a Hulk 1 anytime soon.
Yeah, I like this cover, and I've always kind of wanted the original one, but I'm not going to fool with the dollar ones anymore. I'm over it. Takes up too much space in the cabinet because they're so cheap. So you just keep picking them up, especially you find them, secondhand and quarter bin or 50-cent bin, and it's like hard to pass it up. You end up with 30 of them by the time you leave the flea market, All right. Russ has got the real one of these, don't you?
Oh, no, I don't.
You need that in your collection.
That's is that number 2 though in the actual title? What is it? The first Deathstroke?
Yeah, it's the first Deathstroke, number 2. All right, next we got, this is a keeper. New Teen Titans number 93, which is really just Teen Titans, but they called them New Titans. They changed the title around on this run. It's pretty maddening to try and find anything. But yeah, that's a keeper for sure.
Was that like the first issue where they changed the title, or?
No, it's not a key of that nature. It just has a Starfire Adam Hughes pinup inside.
Oh,
The
okay.
whole point of the story is that Starfire got tricked into doing a nude magazine. And so they show the magazine in various parts of the book. Like they finally get their hands on it and they look through it. And Adam Hughes does the entire art for that nude magazine of Starfire it's like a comic in a comic, or a magazine in a comic. So it's pretty cool. The cover's ugly. Nobody would ever know it was anything good about it unless you knew what's in this book,
Which issue is that?
Listen to Jimmy. 93, Jimmy.
Well, I've been collecting that whole run of Noon Teen Titans and Titans, in the other run, but I haven't really focused on that one. So
yeah, focus on this one.
Season 2.
Yeah, it's got the best. Starfire's got 2 great reasons and a piece of a third for you to for you to watch. Pick up that book. All right, that's a win. NFL Super Pro #1. What do you guys think?
I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, that's if that's in nice condition, you could get a few bucks for it. Nothing crazy, but it's one of those 80s promos that's people like to collect those 80s promos, especially nice condition ones.
It is in very nice condition. It has one color breaking tick, and the rest is clean.
Yeah, I mean, I would get rid of it, but I would. You could get a few bucks for that, though. That's people like that novelty 80s promo stuff. And that's better than the Radio Shack ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's NFL and Spider-Man. That's a cool one.
Yeah. I don't really have any knowledge on those promo books, so I don't know.
This one fetches a couple of shekels. People just like it, but I've had it in my collection for years. And I know DS understands this. I've had it long enough that there's no way I could possibly miss it once it's gone. Because I've just had it for too long. So I was like, yeah, I had that book. Yeah, just move on, you know?
Yeah, I would say send it to Roger, but he already has it.
Oh, yeah, he's got 6 of them.
Yeah.
And there's a more valuable one than that in that run. So
that is
he
an
goes back to
incredible
that one.
prolific freebie. That one's all over the place.
Yeah. All right, we're out of this one. We're ditching it. All right, I think I'm going to let this one go. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. This was packaged in with a figure, so it's just a reprint.
Oh,
And to top things off, to top it off, it's not even a reprint of the actual Nick Fury #4. It's a reprint of a different book, and then they used this cover for it because it was a better cover.
Huh.
So
I will bet you in a 9.8 is probably super rare because any of those comics that were packaged with toys never survive in 9.8 condition. Is rare.
Yeah.
So I don't know about this one, but I know a lot of the times the comics that come in the toy packs, a 9.8 will go for a bit.
yeah, some of them, yeah, they go.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it the white cover of Amazing or Spider-Man 2099 that came with a figure that's like ridiculous right now? Yeah.
Yeah, that's one.
well, unless somebody goes online real fast and tells you this one's worth a mint, because it does have a ding. It has one color breaking spine tick on the spine, of course, and it's got a little bit of spine wear, just where like it's rubbed a little bit. The rest is all cleanable. Hey, what's up, Surly Tim? So I think we'll let it go. We're gonna let that one go, unless somebody tells me it's worth a bunch. All right, let's see. You guys agree with that, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Werewolf said you can't sell. I have to give it away. I have to give it away. That's the rule. That's the rule. Look, Russ is already salivating. That's all he's here for. He's just looking
I'll
to
tell you though, that the original Steranko run on that from the late 60s is so undervalued. You can pick up like VF copies of that whole title for dirt cheap, like $15.
I agree, but it's my belief that Steranko will be one of the next greats to pass on. Unfortunately, to say that, just because of his age. I mean, he's well up there. He's still making appearances. He's still doing the circuit and everything, and he's still very with it. Last I talked to him, but man, you know, he is up there, and he's. I think when he goes, this book in particular will be the one that goes through the roof, and then of course the Hulk annual will be another one. So
yeah, I think his Cap run and this title are really undervalued. I think the Cap gets a little more love. Those issues go for a little more because it's Captain America, and there's not a lot of Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. title fans. But these covers on this are so cool, and they're so like 60s James Bond feel to them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really, really great cover art, and they're cheap and good condition for 60s books. So I don't know why they're so cheap.
I agree. So I'm keeping this copy, but I can't tell a lie. I actually have 2 copies of the same book. So one is signed, one is not signed. I think I'm going to keep them both. I don't usually, but because I feel like this book has a little bit of spec on it, and if one day I can sell one for good money, then I would. So, but if not, then I'll keep it and definitely keep the signed one. So,
yeah, that's the smart play for sure.
all right, let's do that. Here's another one from that run, number 5. That's just killer, man.
Yeah, I would keep that. That's cool as hell.
That's badass. I love the girl in the corner. It's just so good.
I don't think I've ever seen that cover before.
That whole run is excellent. I mean,
And it's short.
yeah, it is. It's only 17 issues long, 18 issues long, something like that. There's honestly, from a nostalgia perspective, right? It's the basis of like the Captain America Winter Soldier movie. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Just the way the Cold War aspects of it, it's just it plays really well, and it's a great read.
Yep. I'm loving it. Well, as you guys know, or at least you're finding out, I'm a big fan of this run. And here comes number 6.
That's my second favorite one in the run right there.
I don't know if you guys are noticing a theme here. Yes, I love this book as well. It also matches with in my mind, I would like to have a complete set of comics that match all the Foom posters. So this was one of the Foom posters, the original Foom posters, Friends of Old Marvel. And I have a complete set of the posters. So I would like to definitely keep this as part of that, kick the bucket project, right? So keeping that one. I don't know what's going on, but here's another one. Number 15, first appearance of Bullseye. And not that Bullseye, but a Bullseye. So now this is like, I think, the tester for Bullseye and Daredevil. He appears before Daredevil's Bullseye, I think. Pretty sure. And he shows up. It's his first appearance and his last appearance. He doesn't make it through the issue. But he's on the cover, and it's badass. So if y'all don't mind, that's a keeper if you don't mind.
Yeah, I would keep that.
Yeah,
with the way spec is now, you never know.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, and that's a cool title. If you're it looks like you're sort of semi working on a run of that title. There's only 18 issues in it or something, so I would just keep going. They're real good Silver Age books anyway. For me, I would limit it to just the Steranko covers, but that's the rest of the run's another 8 or 9 issues anyway. So
yeah, it doesn't take much to get all the way through.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's see. We got now this one I'd probably be willing to part with. It's a cover swipe of number 6, I think it is. So, and this is volume 2, number 2. And they already swiped. Less than 20 issues before this, they used the same cover.
It's not even a swipe. It's just the same thing.
No, it's changed the color. It's recoloring.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't keep it. If it was like a cool, sort of a little bit unique swipe, I would maybe keep it. But I mean, it doesn't even look any different. It looks almost exactly the same.
Oh, that's that's part of the volume. It says volume 3 on it.
Volume 3, yeah. I said volume 2. You're right.
Yeah,
volume 3.
That's like the saga of Nick Fury kind of run. So it packages up the original run to a smaller volume. So
that's a let go, right?
Yeah, it's a reprint.
All right, we're letting that one go. I love this cover, so I can't let it go. Look at Nick Fury in the bear outfit. And Wolverine. I mean, that's just awesome. I love it. I love it too much.
Yeah, that's from volume 4.
Who's the artist on that?
I don't know.
It says it on the bottom. I guess you could scroll.
Butch Geis? I don't know.
All right.
Very cool, though. I'll take it. Well, this isn't going anywhere. First Knight Rider. or Knight Rider #1, actually. In the Marvel age, when they changed his name from Ghost Rider to Knight Rider.
Oh yeah, the old
And
guy.
I think it's a Dick Ayers cover. Gil Kane. Gil Kane.
Yeah, I keep it.
All right, that's a win. All right, what do you guys think of this one? Just kind of a random Nightwing. It is a Greg Land cover, whom I do collect. I don't know how many dudes of Greg Land I collect on purpose, but I kind of like Nightwing.
Me being a Nightwing fan, I would probably keep it, but that's just me.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. I got 3 Nightwing books coming up in a row, and that's all I have. So if I'm going to keep one, it's probably going to be this one. So let's move on to the other 2, and then we can veto and take this one out if we decide against it. Here's a foily Nightwing cover.
Oh yeah, that's way better.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You
Look how
suck.
thick that is.
Yeah, that's from the current series.
Oh, is that
Way cooler.
was that when he was Rick Grayson, or was that before that happened?
I have no idea. You're the Nightwing fan. You tell me.
Well, I haven't read anything in his Rick Grayson run.
Rick?
I heard, yeah, he got shot or some junk and forgot his memory or something.
He got shot.
Simon was telling me about it, and to me it sounded horrible, so I avoided that whole run.
So did he forget he was a dick?
Yeah.
Oh, terrible.
That's
stuff.
crazy. So he got shot in the head and lost his D, huh?
Yep.
Wow. What a mess. I can't believe you guys like this book better.
I like it better, but I mean, if you only have 3 Nightwing fans, you don't know anything about them, obviously, and you're not a fan. So I will just get rid of all of them.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do you one better. I have 2 of that same one. So let's get rid of the downgraded copy. And then at least we got rid of 1 out of 3. And we'll call it a day on that one. Man, they're both equal, pretty much. Don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah, especially when you get rid of one because it doesn't look quite as good, and then 2 years later you find out the one you kept has an ad page missing.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I did that with the X-Men 11.
That
Silver X-Men 11. I was like, I'll keep the. I forgot. I'd gone through them, and then I forgot, and I was looking. I picked the one I thought was better, and then a couple years later, I went through it to sell it, and missing the ad page, I sold the wrong one.
Wow, that's terrible. Chris Barrett dropping the knowledge. We appreciate you, buddy. Let's see. All right. So technically, the number didn't change, but we did pull a book out because I don't usually put my doubles in. This is a reprint, but it kind of suits me okay. This is a Mad comic reprint, so I'll keep that. Just fun art in these. Here's another one. It's a reprint as well. And these reprints actually go for some good money because the originals are so hard to come by. All right, and that's it. That's it for the ends. So let's see. What do? We do this. We do sync with cloud. Sync all changes. We do a refresheroo on this. We do that. Now we have 2,473 comics. So what do we let go of? 7, 8? And then a few more that were doubles. So that works.
That's pretty good. That's progress.
Yeah, it is. All right, we're moving on to letter O. All right, everybody, get your O face ready.
That's O because it's official poster magazine series.
I bet it is. Isn't that ridiculous? But we don't have to worry about this one because it does not count. It doesn't go in the cabinet. So technically it's not in the cabinet because it's too large. So that one we don't have to stress over. Next, we have the official Marvel Index to the Amazing Spider-Man. I'll probably keep this one.
Are those like reprinted stories or?
No, it's more like an explanation or like an encyclopedia kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think they have multiple issues. I don't think it's all in one issue.
It's not, but this one is special because it has on the reverse the original Steve Ditko Amazing Fantasy 15 art.
That's cool.
If Ditko would have just put that right leg in front of him instead of dangling behind, he would have got the cover.
I agree. And maybe a few less people. They might have had to erase a few people.
Yeah, maybe, but it's that leg hanging back is kind of killing that. If he would have had it in front, I think he would have got the cover.
I think you're right.
But I'm sure that's why I didn't like it. Well, that's why they changed it.
Yeah,
with Kirby.
I think that little bit of history is worth keeping it for.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. I don't think it's printed anywhere else on a cover or back cover. Oh, got to keep that. Plus, it's an Overstreet price guide. Doesn't even go in here. But, man, look at that. That's just fantastic. Some Bill Ward art.
Yeah, I would definitely do that.
Phantom Lady, Sheena.
Is that
Bullet Girl, Wonder Woman, Black Cat. So good.
Is that comic book size?
No, it's a price guide.
That's not an Overstreet price guide though, right?
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yep.
I've never seen that one. That's real cool.
Overstreet number 8.
Okay.
With an ode to Golden Age females.
Yeah, I like it.
That's killer. Look, Jimmy, did you see this one? Jimmy.
Yeah, it's got Bullet Girl. It's got Wonder Woman in the background and Catwoman. I can't see who's way back there. But then this looks like Phantom Lady hanging.
It is.
In the foreground?
Phantom Lady.
It's Torchy. That's Torchy in the foreground.
Yeah.
Interesting outfit.
Very.
Who is that all the way in the back in like the green or something?
I don't know. That's the only character I don't know. That's
Zoom
Hulk
in?
Girl all the way to the left, running down the stairs.
You can't zoom in or anything?
That's the only one I don't know.
Is that the cat?
I
I
don't
have to
know.
look her up. Jimmy's on it. He's right. He's been putting it on Post-it note. All right, we're moving on. Old Man Logan. The only reason why I keep this book is because it was used for the statue that I have. That was the cover that they used for the statue. Burn it, Knights of Old says. Surely he's not talking about the Overstreet price guide.
No, he's definitely not talking about that. He loves those price guides. He probably has that one. Ask him. He probably knows who it is.
Hey,
You probably have to zoom in for him though.
Hey, Mike, do you know who the little green gal in the back of this is? I hope you got a big screen at home.
It's like a green outfit with a green hat
And like a mask over her
green
face.
skirt. It might be Miss Mask. I don't know.
She looks like the Green Hornet to me.
Well, there was a character named Miss Mask, and it might be her.
Well, we're getting Mike on it. He's all over it. If he can put down his little Japanese robots for just a minute.
I think Miss Mask wore red though. I don't think she wore green.
All right, we're moving on again. All right, what do you guys think of this origin story? I got to tell you, it's okay. I enjoyed reading it when I first got it. Hey, Kachoon. Yeah. But yeah, I have the whole set.
So you're a Wolverine fan and you want to get rid of the origin of Wolverine.
Well, I didn't say I wanted to get rid of it. That's what you guys are here for. All right, so I'm going to take that as a snarky vote for keep it. What do you guys think?
It's solid Adam Kubert art.
You already got your vote. Come on, man.
I think since you are a Wolverine fan, if you have this whole series, you should keep it.
All right.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think so.
definitely.
All right.
And incidentally, I have a copy of that #1. If anybody needs it or wants it, it's not a 9.8. It's not like a flippable grade, but if anybody needs it or wants it, hit me up and I'll just give it to you.
I'll take it.
You already got it.
It might be better.
Yeah, I don't know exactly which box is in. I'll look though. It's yeah. I mean, it might be a 9.0. It's not like a great copy. It was raw with no bag or board or anything when I found it.
You guys aren't doing very well so far. I've gotten rid of no O books. So what do you think about this one?
I think that's not an O book.
Well, it is the original Swamp Thing saga.
Okay.
I know.
I mean, I'm not a Swamp Thing fan, so it'd be like an easy pass for me. But
is it signed on the bottom by Bernie Wrightson like that?
No, it's not really. That's just how it comes up in the database. It is a Wrightson cover, though.
Yeah, and I think it's original to that. I don't think it's a reprinted cover from anything.
You know, when I first got it, I looked for that, and I couldn't find this cover on anything else. I do think it's an original cover.
Yeah, so I would keep it for that reason because I'm a Wrightson fan. But if you're not a hardcore Wrightson fan, there's no reason to keep that unless you're like a big Swamp Thing fan. But I mean, that's reprints anyway, probably. Yeah, Swamp Thing. Saga.
All right, yeah, I'm keeping it.
I mean, it's a real cool Wrightson cover.
I think
the
so.
cover's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Origins of Marvel Comics. I know you guys want me to get rid of this so bad you can't stand it.
Is that an actual comic, or is that just like a book with like Marvel history in it?
You know, I haven't opened it in so long. One of the cool things is that it's a modern production error. It only has one staple.
Huh.
You just don't see that very often.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a nice Black Cat panel. I don't know what the point of this is. It just goes through all the, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Just kind of takes you through all the eras of Marvel Comics and, shows you kind of one-page vignettes of each of the characters that they want to feature. And it's by different artists, like each vignette's by a different artist.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Is that Rogue I see on the cover beside Thing?
Beside Thing. Yeah, that should be Rogue with that hair. It's pretty cool. Actually, the least cool thing about it is the cover. Like, it could have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me show you this. I would get rid of that. I don't think it's drawn very well.
I don't like the cover so much, but I like the interior.
Yeah, I mean, if you feel like it's something you're going to read from time to time, maybe keep it. But I don't feel like it's that special that it needs to be kept.
Look at this. Maga the Magnificent from the Green
Llama. Wow. Yeah, it could be.
Holy crap.
I don't even know who that is. I know the Green Llama comics, but I'm not familiar with that character.
Yeah, that's all new to me. I don't know.
Wow. That's a deep dive.
That is a deep dive.
I'm loving it. We're going to go with the Make America Great Again. The Magnificent. Wow. Amazing. All right. We're keeping this one. Overruled anyone who said no.
Hey, I was going to show you a Swamp Thing saga that's worth getting.
All right. Let me see how I do this. All right. Throw it up there. Oh, wait. Nope, that's not it. There it is. Wait, are you not ready?
Yeah, I am. I'm just trying to. All right, so it's got a wraparound cover, which I think is cool. It's a Wrightson, and I want to find a low grade copy at some point and flatten it out and frame it. But this is the front cover, him fighting Frankenstein.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it wraps around, and on the back cover is this.
Oh, where is that?
So it's one. If you unfold it, it's a single scene. It's Frankenstein grappling with Swamp Thing, and the werewolf is looking on, and it's one continuous scene. It's tough to find a picture of it opened up. You know what I mean?
What book is that?
I mean, it's the original Swamp Thing saga. They don't really have numbers. They're just by like season, and this is summer of '79. So you can see up here where it says summer. But it's the same thing you have. You just have the 77, one of the 77 issues.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's real cool. It's Wrightson. It's original for this, and it's if you open it up, like get a low grade copy and open it up and frame it, I think is a really cool piece.
All right, I'm gonna get that
one I don't have yet. It's not hard to find. It's on my list. I just have, when I come across it, I'll pick one up and open it up and frame it. But
I'll take it.
yeah, it's not worth much. It's easy to find, but the value of it is in opening it up and framing it or hanging it up so you can see that whole spread.
I would definitely do that. And I have a couple of double spread frames that I'm looking to change out. So that would be a perfect one. Knights of Old says Lady Luck. Maybe he's calling it Lady Luck instead of Maga the Magnificent. Is it also
he knows those Golden Age female characters pretty well.
Well, we're gonna need a tiebreaker on this. It's either Lady Luck or Maga or Green Hat and Veil heroine is Lady Luck. Okay, so it's Green Hat and Veil. Yeah, that's what she's got, a green hat and a veil. All right, we're gonna say that's a wiener. Wait, what do we got here? DS.
That's Lady Luck.
Oh, that's definitely her. That's the picture in the thing. Yeah, that's her. All right, Lady Luck it is, folks. We have confirmation. Special thanks to Dave Enrique for his input. And here we are, Knights of Old's bringing it in with Lady Luck. Thank you so much.
Created by Will Eisner. That's cool. I've never seen a Lady Luck issue. I'm going to look into that.
Now we're going to be all hunting down Lady Luck comics. See what happens. We're supposed to be getting rid of books, people. All right. What about this Outer Limits? I don't think I can get rid of that. I'm just going to tell you right now. Look at that gorilla. Gorilla and a freeze ray and beakers. I mean, what's not to like about that?
Yeah, it's all right. It's got nice lab equipment. It's cool. I mean, I wouldn't hold it against you for keeping that one.
Good. I appreciate that. Russ, would you hold it against me for keeping it?
Where did Russ go?
He drops in and out. Jimmy's working. I think it's just the two of us for a hot minute. Wait, he really is out. He really dropped out. Russ did. His camera was going out earlier, but now he's completely out. When he first got on, his audio didn't work. It's a mess. All right.
I mean, you can keep that. I mean, it's Silver Age. Cool.
Dude, we got rid of no O books.
Well, you don't really have that many. So, two of them aren't really taking up space because you got a price guide and you got a Batman magazine.
That's true.
So you only got a couple.
All right, moving on to the P's. Well, we know we're keeping all Rocketeer.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, Captain Roy Kirk said Super Russ left to go pick up Lady Luck issues.
I bet.
Yeah, I think maybe I've seen Lady Luck before, but I'm not something I was ever familiar. I would have never got that in a million years. I probably have seen one of the books before, but
I've never seen one.
not something I'm familiar with. I wouldn't have gotten it.
I liked it. All right, we're keeping all Rocketeer. That's easy. Pamela Anderson, Uncovered.
What the hell is that?
It's Pamela Anderson, Uncovered.
No.
Would you prefer Pamela Anderson covered?
I prefer Pamela Anderson from her original Playboy spread before she messed herself up in every sort of way. She was a beautiful young woman, and she did so much different things to her body and her face over time that she lost it. I know she became a superstar, but if you go look at her original Playboy spread, you wouldn't even recognize her, and she was really beautiful. And then you see when she gets to like Baywatch level, it's not even the same looking woman, and everything about her is fake. Extensive restoration. But when she was in her original, unrestored, original state, she was very beautiful, and I always felt sad that she did that to herself. And I know probably it's just my personal preference, but
this is 1995 Pam Anderson. Interior is black and white. It goes through her life story. It's like an an unapproved biography, an unauthorized biography is what it says. It includes Playboy. It includes illustrations of her Playboy appearance, scenes from Baywatch, and I gotta tell you, there ain't nothing wrong with this. It's got Tommy Lee. Oh man, yeah, this is a keeper, you guys. The cover leaves a little bit to be desired, but the interior is hilarious. Purple label. I don't mind a purple label personally. Let's see. All right. Hey, look who's back.
Hey man, sorry about that. Laptop is a piece of crap and decided to restart randomly.
Wow. You gotta stop downloading from those sites. We got
The only time I ever use this thing is to go live, which is like once every 6 months or something.
All right, let's see. We got Peanuts, number 0. That's a little Schultz cover. No, I think I'm over it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'd probably pass on it.
Yeah, I would pass on it.
All right.
If you had a golden age or even a silver age Peanuts would be cool.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, there's nothing. It's not really that nostalgic to have like an '80s reprint of Peanuts.
Yeah.
Like an old Dell or something, or whatever they used to have. I think that would be kind of cool.
We're on penis.
All right, Penthouse Comics, number 2. That's a recent pickup, so that's not going anywhere.
Totally get rid of that. Send it to me.
Yeah, I'm sure. You don't have that book?
I don't. I've never even seen it before. I heard about it, but I've never seen it.
That's an actual comic book?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Like produced by Penthouse?
Yes.
I didn't know those existed, man.
And like a Jambo, keep it. Look, he showed up for that. And not only is it a comic book, but it actually features an interior story by Adam Hughes as well, drawn by Adam Hughes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it obviously with the Penthouse logo, it is not a not for the faint of heart. So good stuff. Like issues 2, 14, 17, 20, like Jackson Roy Kirk's shouting out. Are you shouting out the ones you have or the ones you're after? That's all. Chaos says show the interiors. That's for another show. I think Russ would be fortifying his windows on that one. All right. Here is Phantom Lady, kind of random. I just always thought it was kind of cool.
I love the remake is god awful.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird looking Phantom Lady too. It doesn't look anything like her.
It's the doll man that's even more disturbing. See the doll man on her shoulder?
Yeah.
Like he's really bad.
He doesn't even have a cape.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Drop it. Look at you guys, Monera. That's a great artist, but burn it, drop it. All right.
I don't think this is very good.
All right, we'll let that one go. I've enjoyed. Who did this cover?
That can't be Manara. That doesn't look anything.
No, that can't be. Stephanie Raux or Stefan Raux, maybe?
Stefan Rue.
That's what I said. Look at him. Look at him. Passing judgment from his high tower.
Not that high up in the basement.
Look at this. Yep.
Yeah, that's why you have 2,473 comics that you need to trim down.
All right, fine. What a jerk.
Chris Barrett nailed it on the head there. That's exactly why you have so many. Yeah, right there.
Because they're all double-sized issues. I don't think anyone thinks this book's leaving the collection.
You have the original of that, right?
This is the one. Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
So that's not going anywhere.
No, you definitely keep that. Classic Matt Baker, Phantom Lady. But you see the Phantom Lady in that one, it doesn't look anything like the one before it.
No, this is Adam Hughes' version of Phantom Lady.
Is that a Golden Age character?
Coloring.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Golden Age.
Because I've never heard of that character before, so I didn't know.
Not a
Yeah,
DC.
I don't know anything about her, but I know she's a Golden Age character. And the Matt Baker covers, the Matt Bacon Phantom Lady run is super collectible and expensive. And Bub, you know, he's pretty skillful at finding good-looking, low-grade, affordable copies of big Golden Age books. So, yeah, that's a nice one that you got there.
I appreciate that. All right, what about this Phantom Lady? It's got to stay, doesn't it?
Yeah, I would keep that.
It looks good in its own right anyway. The Phantom Ghost Killer. I don't even know what this book is.
Is that an Eclipse? Looks like an Eclipse comic.
Yeah, I tend to pick up Eclipse as Moonstone. I tend to pick those guys up. Cover painter Joel Knappersack. Joel Nippensack, I think is what we got there. What do you think, Russ? Should we keep the Nippensack or not?
I would probably get rid of it.
All right. You guys all agree to ditcheroo this one?
Yeah.
All right. He gone. He gone. I got news for you. It was already gone. I looked at my collection. It was gone. So, oh well. All right. We've done remove that one. Let's see. Next. Now, I have a few of these Pink Panthers. These are from the 70s, so they're not like super collectible or anything. I don't know.
I like the Pink Panther cartoon when I was a kid, and I really like the 70s movies with Peter Sellers. And I would probably keep one nice Pink Panther book if it were me.
All right. This is what are you saying, Jimmy?
Like number one, if you
I
have.
don't have number one.
Well, then focus on that one. Get rid of the rest.
Shit. All right.
Yeah,
This
even if you didn't have number one, I would, you know, if it were me and I had a display on my wall, I wouldn't mind having a Pink Panther one up there, and I would just try to find one that I particularly liked. And if this is it, then this is it. But unless you're a Pink Panther fan or something, it's.
I mean, I do like the Pink Panther.
I mean, we got Inspector Clouseau on the cover, so that's kind of cool.
So this one's not in terrible shape. It's passable. Let's check out the next one.
I mean, it's a nice. If you got bright greens and pinks on there, it's pretty cool.
This one's kind of not as cool.
No.
Yeah, I like the other cover better.
Yeah, me too.
Let's let this one go. The Yallerin one. Some kid will like to get that.
And Bub, you're into like spy stuff and James Bond, and Pink Panther fits well with that. If you do a little like montage display, you can put a Pink Panther book in it.
That's cool. I like that idea. All right, and we got Peter Sellers did play James Bond.
Yeah, once. Yeah.
Yep. There's another little tie-in. That one's not as good either.
No,
I don't like the colors in the back.
James Bond.
Peter Niven. Peter Niven was. That's right. David Niven, yeah.
Well, okay, that's true. But if you've seen that movie, then you'll know that multiple characters assume the persona of James Bond throughout the movie. So he also plays as James Bond at one point, and he calls himself James Bond.
Really?
Yes. Everybody in the like. They're all like James Bond isn't actually a person, but it's a code name for secret agent. So they're all James Bond. All right, let's see. So this one's that's a goner, right? These are moderns. These are some anniversary ones.
Yeah, I kind of like the old school Pink Panther better.
Yeah, I think we'll let this one go too. You think, Russ, you let this one go too?
Yeah.
All right. And then what about this one? I think is kind of cute, if you will, because it's kind of modern. But it's got them. The Pink Panther has Inspector Detector app, and he's trying to find the inspector. And then the inspector has the Pink Panther Finder app.
That's pretty cool cover. Who put these books out?
American Mythology Publications.
Knights is flabbergasted that you're considering any of these.
Well, we certainly hate to flabbergast Mike, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Let this one go too?
Yeah, I would, I think.
Yeah, I would just keep the one.
To be fair, though, the only Pink Panther movie I ever saw was the remake that Steve Martin did. So,
Oh God,
That was
it's not unwatchable. It's cool in its own right, but it's not. It's definitely not good.
Yeah, that's the only one I haven't seen. I'm a big fan of the original 70s series, which are not all called the Pink Panther. There's a couple. Well, there's a whole sort of related ones that don't have Pink Panther in the title.
Right.
Panther, Return of the Pink Panther.
Yeah. A Shot in the Dark, right?
Yeah, Shot in the Dark, I think, is one.
I think that's my favorite one. No dialogue cartoons. Drop all the Planet comics. You don't want those. Look at Steve making his claim. I don't think we have to worry about any of these going away. So we'll cycle through them quickly, just so the folks at home can enjoy them.
If you have any double, I don't have any, just so you know.
I have one double, but it's incomplete. But I do have a double. Here's number 16. That was 9 earlier. That's number 21.
So you're what halfway?
Do what?
You're what halfway through the run?
No, I'm probably a third of the way through the run. Number 22.
No, you've got at least 35 planets, don't you?
Right at it, including one double. So really only 34 out of 73.
Yeah, but I mean, halfway.
Yeah, I guess it is almost halfway. Number 25. What is that? Number 31. Number 34. That one was tough to get.
Yeah.
Phew.
That's one of the better ones, and it's tougher to find, too, I think.
Yeah, you fight those bondage people real hard for those books.
Yeah, and that tile floor, that checkered floor on it, and her position with the bondage, it's got such a cool quality to it. That's it.
And she's on a whipping post too.
Yeah.
She's not just tied up, but she's on a whipping post.
Yeah, that one's a little more desirable than most.
You don't find a lot of comics back then with good depth in the cover.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, here's 36. I love the dynamic look on that as well. Here's number 40. A good friend of mine got me that. Here's number 42, I think. One of my favorite covers. It's actually hanging up on the wall right now. Absolutely love that one. Here's 43. The cool Death Ray on the Earth. One of the few times that you see the Earth featured on a Planet Comics cover. They're almost always on alien worlds. So
Yeah, it's just a giant magnifying glass, basically.
Yep. Like crazy. Let's see. Number 46. Nice rescue cover. Number 47. Three-headed monster attack. Three-headed, 4 arms. The list goes on and on. Here's 48. That's the one. Look at that great robot cover.
Yeah.
Tearing up San Francisco. We assume. 49. They call that a werewolf. I love when they mislabel werewolves. So she's a werewolf from Hydra Hell.
And that's cool because he's like in a diving bell and the glass is cracked and the water's starting to leak in, so he's freaking out. And it's
Yep.
this mermaid just shot the window with her underwater gun.
He's screaming out, "We gotta move!"
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's a great one. Number 50. I love that with the skeleton hand. It's so creepy.
Yeah, these are all great.
51. My wife hates this girl's bangs.
I'm not a huge fan of this cover.
Well, the lizard men remind me of the Gorn from Star Trek, the original series. And
They
that's
do
always
look
kind of
good.
stuck with me about this cover. And her dress is pretty cool and a lot of leg on it. It's a pretty good cover. I don't care for her face or her bangs, but I love the Gorn and the scratches on his back, and it's even got a skull in it. It's like a cover made of parts, you know. It doesn't all necessarily work together, but individually the parts are pretty cool.
This one, I love this one. It's the layout on this is just so aesthetic, and it just, I don't know, just the way everything is set up on this cover, it's really striking. And really, if you find, it's so tough to find a copy with good color on this one because that monster's purple. And
Yeah.
the ones aren't. It's always faded, and it's just so tough to find a nice copy. This one I really like. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah, mine's got good color. And my wife calls that the majorette outfit. She likes the ones where they're wearing that type of outfit. She thinks it's cool with the zipper front.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite. I just think the layout on that one is just so well done.
So good. All right, that was 52. We're up to 53. Another near impossible one to find.
Yeah, that one's pretty tough.
Anytime this has multiple bondage, there's women strapped to, I guess, rockets. We'll have to defer to Jimmy on that. He's our resident rocket versus dildo expert. Jimmy, we're going to play, is it a rocket or a dildo with Jimmy the Geek?
We're gonna go with Rocket.
Go Rockets.
I'm
On all of them, even the pink one?
Yeah, even the pink one.
All right, Rockets all, Jimmy says. Well, our resident expert has spoken. Girls tied to rockets. All right, that'll work. What else? We got another one here. This is a recent acquisition, 54.
Yeah, it's a pretty good battle scene on that one.
Yeah, me likey. So let's see. And then we're almost out, I think. Oh man, this one's real hard to get. This took years for me. It was high on my list and took me forever to find a good copy of it. And that's like the last appearance of Red Comet on the cover. And they used him, and he doesn't even Rocket. They put Red Comet on the cover, and he's not even featured in Planet Comics anymore. In fact, he hadn't appeared in Planet Comics for some time by now, but they still put him on the cover. So no story, no interior story with him in it either. So love the tubes and the switches and the mad scientists, all good stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Gotta love a girl in tubes. It's another really hard one to get.
This is another one I really like the layout of. It's just got such a slick look to it.
Yeah.
And pretty classic cover here too.
To me, this is where, Adam Hughes gets his run for the future, and Dave Stevens gets his Planet Comics later.
Yeah,
Planet
definitely.
Comics 1 has got to come from this book. There's no doubt. He just added a girl, and then Adam Hughes took it a step further in his, homage of that. So to me, those three books are a set.
That's the only one I don't have.
It's the hardest one to find.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. And with good color. They're almost always faded and washed out.
Which issue?
So hard. Number 58, I believe. Yeah, 58. I mean, you can find it. If you want to drop $3,000 on a book, you can find it right now. I'm sure. They're out there because people come in.
What are you talking about, $3,000?
It's 58. If you try to get a high grade copy with good color, easily. There's only about.
There's a 9.0
Challenge.
on eBay.
For how much?
Well, it's 2,400. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's
There's only about 4 non-rivet covers that command high money, and this is one of them.
I still don't get why he's showing up like his arms are translucent.
I don't know, but it's cool.
It doesn't make sense.
Well, maybe he has some sort of power we don't know about until you read the issue.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah, I never understood why that is either, but I do like it. But I don't understand it either.
Yeah, I don't understand it, but I like it. All right, moving on. We got to get through these books. We're definitely keeping faster. All right, 59. That woman looking back pose is used about 10 times in this run.
Yeah.
They love that pose.
Well, that's how you get the frontal and only do a side face profile.
Yep. I think they went right. There's another Major Ed outfit my wife loves. And it's got a cool submarine attack with like a melt ray on it. This one is killer. And it's got like a monster and a shield and a helmet. It's so good. Love this cover. Just killer. The only thing missing is Namor sprouting out of the water. All right. This was one of my first ones. It was my first CG Seed copy. And it's Planet Comics 61. And it's actually a callback to an earlier Rivet cover that I do not have. It's kind of a cover swipe. They put a girl instead of a guy on there, but everything else is pretty close. So cool. She's battling over New York. Another rare Earth scene. This is the one I have a double of. Planet Comics 62.
Yeah, I always thought this is one of the most fit girls on any comic cover.
Oh, yeah, man. Look at those guns.
Yeah. She's badass right there.
Yeah. And I've also, I don't know how well you can see it, but I love that guy is tattooed across the chest with a number, and he's just straight up, no weapons, straight up punched the glass dome off the alien's head, just cracked it. And that got gasping for air. And it's got a cool tank, breathing tank. A lot of these have very interesting breathing tanks, and this is one of my favorite ones where it's a sideways cylinder and it's got like a leather-bound wrap. It's pretty cool.
I'll tell you, the first time I saw this one, I thought somebody had written on the cover where his tattoo is. I thought thought it was like a stamp or something.
Absolutely.
That's a good place for a store stamp.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is a cover swipe of Planet Stories cover, which they did a couple of times throughout the Planet Comics run. They'd go back to the pulp and swipe one of the painted covers from the pulps. And this is one of those. All right, let's see. We got 65. Another. Hey, I picked this one up in Heroes Con.
Yep.
I bought it from. Heroes are hard to find. I bought it from them. I wanted to buy something from them, so this was it. Don't know him. All right,
That's the con from Charlotte, right?
Yeah. Yep. And you're neck of the woods, isn't it?
Yeah. I've only been there. I've only went one time to the con. It's been a few years.
Can't wait to go again. It was good. It's a good comic.
Hopefully next year everything will be back up and running.
I hope so.
June, so.
Yeah.
And DS, you plan to have a table there, right?
Well, I was thinking about it. It's still up in the air, but I might set one up. I'm not sure. I don't want to. I already bought tickets for this year, which they notified everybody was rolled over to next year. So I have general admission tickets for next year. And to upgrade, to get a dealer ticket, I would have to pay whatever that is and get the space. And then, I don't know, there's still a lot of uncertainty, man. I mean, I know it's June, but you remember back in this last June, nobody expected this to still be going now. And so, I'm not sure I want to commit to something with all this craziness still going on. And honestly, I mean, I'm not convinced that by the time June rolls around, everything's going to be up and running. I don't know.
Yeah, not at that scale.
Yeah, I agree.
It's possible, but I mean, I'm kind of keeping an eye on it and I'm considering it, but I'm not ready to commit yet. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you on that for sure. We'll just have to see how it goes. If you do get a table, though, let me know. Maybe I'll be able to help you or something, or at least stop by and give you a pee break. You come back.
I had somebody else that was going to split it with me. Somebody else in the community was going to split one with me. So if I do it, me and him will probably split the cost. And then yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Still thinking about it.
That wouldn't be too bad.
I would just be doing it mostly for fun because it's not cheap to get even a small setup at Heroes Con. It's an expensive one.
Right.
But I would do it just for fun, and hopefully I can make a few bucks too. But it would just be fun, and also you get in early as well, so you can pick up books before other people. So
yeah, we got to do that last time.
Yeah, we did. That was awesome, man. You hooked it up.
Yeah, we had big fun. All right, Planet Comics number whatever, 67. Another one of my favorites, but we got to move along because we're not getting rid of any books. 68. We're getting into some Maurice Whitman stuff. 69 with the little she-devil. That one's cool.
I like that one.
One of my favorites and another hard one to get in high grade, and my wife hooked me up with this year. Killer. Number 70. Looks like a biker, she said. Looks like a Mars biker.
The redhead got my vote.
There you go. Don't tap on the glass. All right. There's another one. Just rolling through. That was number 71. We're almost done. Back to the books I'm willing to get rid of. 72. I love that breathing apparatus on this one. One of my all-time favorites across. I think it is my favorite one of all the covers I have so far.
Next to last issue too.
Yeah, super cool. I love that cover.
Are all the Planet Comics all Golden Age?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
This run is. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But they pick up again later. There you go. There's another last. They finished on a Maurice Whitman. Okay.
Yeah, and this run started in 1940 and ran 73 issues. So I think it ran to 1952 or 53.
All right. No one's getting rid of this one.
Yeah, I want a 9.8 of that.
Me too. Mine's only like a 9.2.
Ah, you poor souls.
Got a
I don't know what mine is. It's not slabbed. It's probably not going to get slabbed either, but this is the modern ones. I was picking it up just because I thought they were cool, and I'm just going to keep doing that. I only got the first issue. I got 2 issues of the first 2 copies. I love this one. It's kind of an homage to the original ones. That's Bill Magnot or whatever his name is. I don't know. Pretty cool, though. He did a Rivet homage. Planet Hulk. Isn't that a cool devil dinosaur?
Sell it.
I already got rid of the whole run. This is the only one I kept from that run. I still like it. I like dinosaurs. Sorry, overruled. Flop. That's so funny. I love that book. Overruled. This book is just the best book in my collection.
Hey,
I'm
okay.
pretty sure. It's Golden Age. It's just this guy's Plastic Man's getting his cannon polished. You
Very
just can't
like
beat it.
Total bub.
That's a winner right there, isn't it? This book is completely ripped across the cover, so don't be fooled by this facsimile picture of it. But I couldn't give that book away. I just have to throw it away. Nobody'd buy it. There's a little Popeye action. I'll probably keep the Popeyes.
Yeah, they're cool.
I know Russ wants me to get rid of this one.
That's a keeper.
Yeah.
I'll take that if you get rid of it, man.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, this one I know I'm in very, very small minority, but I think this is poorly drawn. I don't like it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
What
Yeah.
don't you like about that?
I just think it's not proportional. It just strikes me wrong. I don't know. And it's not just that she has big boobs. It's just, I don't know. Something about it is off to me, and I'm not a fan.
It's
I
a
don't know.
depth perception shot, so
Yeah, I feel like her boobs are too low or something. I don't know.
See, I always figured
I
she
mean,
was.
like I said, I'm in the minority. I know it's a good piece of art. Just for me, it just doesn't. It just strikes me wrong. Something about it I don't like.
All right, Knights of Old says high 5 DS, but I think he meant high 2. as if to negate the low 2 that DS is calling out on these.
But look, sometimes there's a cover that I don't like, but I know I'm sort of like in the wrong, so to speak. So I know that. And then there's some I don't like that I just feel on more solid ground that it's not a good cover and people are liking a not good cover. But this one I know it's me not liking a good cover, so I get it.
You're not in the wrong, DS. You're just not of the popular opinion.
Yeah, I know. I'm in a very small minority on that one. But like if you get to some like Golden Age, like the horrific run, PCH run with just the headshots, I don't think those are good covers. And I feel on much more solid ground saying that about those than I do about that cover.
Fair enough. It's a keeper because it's a popular mode and I love it. And my wife bought it for me too, which is funny because a lot of people are like, well, what does your wife think about all these, hot covers and stuff that you pick up? And I'm like, well, she buys them for me sometimes.
And unfortunately, Knights is not on the show, so I don't have any backup. So I got to pick my spots, mate. I can't say sell on this one. I have no backup because you're not on here, so I got to pick my battles. So this one can stay.
Such is life. Power Records, we're going to keep all these. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Oh, that's cool. That's the FF1 swipe.
Yep. There's Frankenstein.
Back of those, Bub, at Half Price Books.
You did?
Yeah, I got to go back and start getting some of them.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can get them for $10 or under and they're in good condition, I pick them up.
They want 20, but they are.
That's a little much for me. I top out around 16, 17. I know it's so silly to be nickel and diming over $3, but that's about where I'm at.
I hate spending $20 on vinyl.
Yeah, I hear you.
Especially used vinyl, but then I get the whole nostalgia piece, the original pressing, that kind of
thing. Yeah, that's all great until it goes click, pop.
There's still a lot of them.
Yep. This one's cool.
That is cool.
All right. This one. Alien Creatures. Well, he is an alien. Pretty Girl Sketchbook. It's signed.
Who drew that?
I don't know who drew that one. On the front, the back cover is a cool
Sheena
cover.
Yeah, I would keep it. That's kind of unique. I'm not
and I think it's signed on the interior. Somebody signed that book somewhere. It's got a cool signature in it. So
it's not as good as that Betty Page book that Jimmy has, though.
That Betty Page is nice.
Yes. Frank Miller did the front cover, and it's and the centerfold is signed by John Byrne. There's a cool centerfold.
Yeah, not Miller's best work.
No, definitely not. This is a keeper all day.
Yeah, when did you get that?
You got that
this year.
Oh, I think I do remember you getting it because I remember it's the naked, the topless women.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good book.
Yeah, I love it.
Those Chesslers are tough, man, and that's a good one. I had a chance at a 6.0, and I just didn't want to pay what he was asking, and then it sold.
Yeah, they go for good money.
Yeah, I don't like to pay a certain amount for these books, but they are rare, legit rare books. They're not easy to find.
Yeah.
The Punk comics, the Dynamic comics, all the Chesler stuff is always tough.
It's a pretty one. And a rare Rocket Girl appearance on the cover. So very good stuff. It's got everything I like in a cover. And the interior is good too. Punisher meets Archie. I think I have a feeling of where you guys are going to land on this one.
Well, I think you should keep it, and I'll tell you why.
What? You just say keep it?
Yes.
I am. Where's Russ?
I'll tell you why I think you should keep it. Because I have one at CGC that I'm hoping is a 9.8. So I can't undercut my own book. And number two, this got that cool cardstock, like die-cut cover, and it's a cool Punisher cover with an Archie face on it. I don't know. It's quirky and it's cool. It's like an early 90s book. I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Well, I mean, you're naming all the reasons why I own it already, so it's not hard to talk me into it.
Yeah, I mean, I hope the one I'll tell you what, the one I have at CGC I got for like $1, and I think it's a 9.8, and I think a 9.8 of this I could probably sell for like $100.
Wow.
So I'm not the only one that thinks it's cool. You know, people paying $100 for a 9.8 of this. I think it's it's got some fans.
What do you think, Jimmy? Or are you indisposed? Jimmy's out of pocket.
Keep it.
He said keep it.
Look at this though. Knight says ditch it. Jackson Roy Kurt says ditch it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, it survives another round, I suppose. You guys are not all you're cracked up to be. We haven't got through any. We didn't sell a single P book.
Well, all the P's you have are goods. They're good books.
Yeah, it's a tight letter. It's a very, very tight P.
All right, well, we gotta do Q. You got any? You probably don't even have any Qs.
I had a whole contest built around Qs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quack and the question. That's it.
Yeah, and the questions don't even fit in the comic book because they're black labels, so they're like mag size.
And the quack is a Dave Stevens, so you're keeping that.
Yeah.
So just go to R. We need to see the Qs.
Yeah, you're right.
I got one you can add to the Qs though. I've got a rock and roll comics featuring Queensryche.
That's cool.
Love it.
Yeah.
Good book.
I haven't read it yet.
All right, Radioactive Man. Anybody?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a quirky cover. I wouldn't keep it. I'm not like a Simpsons fan. It looks like that's Homer Simpson.
Matt Groening cover.
Yeah. I don't know that I kept any of my other Simpsons books. I think this is the last one. But
I'm not a fan of the Simpsons, and unless you're collecting Atom Bomb covers, I don't see any reason to keep it, unless it's some key or rare variant, which I don't think it is.
No, I don't think so. I tell you, Man Cave would have liked this book, though. He collects atomic Fallout covers. I'll save it for him.
Yeah, Bonafide Comics likes them too.
All right, so that'll be a good giveaway book. I'll save it, but I'm pulling it out of the cabinet and just putting it aside, and I'll send it to him if I have anything else going that way. Rise Zero.
First Bloodshot.
Yeah, but now that the movie tanked and sucked, do you think they're going to bother with that again? Hey, Russ is back. Welcome, Russ.
Hey, man. My laptop cut out again. I just gave up and set up my phone to you.
All right, if you guys didn't know, Super Russ is starting a GoFundMe for his technical equipment. It's just go to GoFundMe.com/Russ's Tecticular Difficulties.
Yeah.
And you're
It's like a cheap Walmart HP that's like 2 years old. My $40 phone is better than my laptop.
Well, you came just in time, Russ, because we're at a 90s book, which you said you're the expert in. What have I got here?
I have no idea.
Are you kidding me?
In the 90s, I was straight DC and Marvel.
I'll tell
I
you.
didn't venture into, well, it was the late 90s I started venturing into other issues, and that was just like Spawn and Gen 13.
I'll tell you.
Other than that, yeah.
This is like the same deal as Spawn 1. There's a million of these out there, and there's a lot of high grades. The movie was a bomb. The character's not super popular. And
Oh, was that the
Hold on a
was
second.
that the Vin Diesel movie, Bloodshot?
Yeah.
Let's put some
Okay.
perspective on that. That movie was scheduled to come out right when the pandemic started. Right?
Yeah, I know.
It got delayed on the release and only actually got released at home. It didn't really get a chance from a box office perspective. I dug the movie. I thought it was a pretty cool film. And I think Valiant still got a lot of legs behind it. It's just, poor timing. But I would, if you're looking to get rid of it, you don't want it in your collection, I'd put a hold on it as a spec, a long-term spec, just to, to see what happens and see if it comes back around again. But
Okay.
Diaz is right. There is a lot of them out there, but there was still so much demand that the prices still rose on that book considerably.
All right. I'll hold on to it as a spec. Why not?
Yeah, and in all fairness, the movie bombed, is what I'm saying, is what I heard. But I'm with Jimmy. I liked the movie. I rented it when it came out, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. But you know, my taste in superhero movies.
Oh no, that's a death for that movie.
I love all the X-Men movies that they did previously. I like the Batman and Robin movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
I'm out.
I don't like the Ant-Man films. I don't like the Ant-Man films at all. I thought Civil War was terrible. I didn't like Civil War, but I love the Avengers movies and the other Captain America. But Civil War I thought was terrible. I didn't like it. So my taste in superhero movies is a little weird, but I liked the Bloodshot movie, but I know general consensus was that it wasn't good. But I thought it was good.
Well, I can tell you right now, this book right here, I just looked through it, and it is hot dog crap. It's got to go. I'll hold on to the rye. I haven't seen the movie yet, so maybe I should hold on to it, and maybe I'll enjoy the movie, and then that'll change my mind on everything, you know?
And Count Von Strange is asking me about Spider-Man 3. Is that the one with Venom, or is he talking about?
Yeah.
I thought that was good. I liked it.
Oh, with the disco dancing Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic scene.
I thought that was pretty good. I liked it. And I'll tell you what I didn't like was Spider-Man Homecoming. Is that the one with Mysterio?
Yeah.
No,
that was
Far From Home.
Far From Home. Yeah, I didn't really like Far From Home that much.
I love the Mysterio.
I actually still haven't seen Far From Home.
You're not missing much.
I got the Blu-ray right over there. I got it on Black Friday for like $4, but I still haven't watched it.
I don't like
it's worth watching. If there's nothing else on and that's on, I'll watch it. Like, it's watchable, but I was disappointed with it. But Wonder Woman 84, I think everybody agrees with me, it sucked. So
I haven't seen that one yet either.
Yeah,
I went to I don't know. I think the MCU mishandled all of Spider-Man. I don't like the treatment they gave Spider-Man in anything. I think it's totally just sucks. Raphael, look, Chris Barrett, I'll take that, Raphael, if you're just giving it away. No, I'm not giving it away. So this is a keeper for sure.
Is that a first print?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big book these days, dude.
Yeah, I got it about a month before it blew up. So
I kept looking at that. I saw a couple of them, but I was looking for a high grade copy because it was cheap, and then missed the market entirely.
Yeah, it was close. I got it right before it went boom. This is good if you guys never seen Jim Stokes' work. Rascals in Paradise. Oh man, fantastic stuff. Jimmy, have you seen this before?
Oh yeah. No, I've got those on my watch list on eBay. Just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, that's a keeper, and it's too big to fit in the cabinet.
That's what she said.
Here's a Atlas Rawhide Kid.
You a big Western fan?
Not really. I like Lone Ranger probably, and that's about it.
Exactly.
And Ghost Rider, original Ghost Rider. I like that.
Yeah.
I think I'll let it go. From 1957, it missed the mark, didn't it, guys? It's not pre-code, it's code. And I tried reading it, and boy, is it impossible. It's so bad.
Good old Stan's early days.
Such an impossible read. So, all right, we'll let that one go. I think we let Radioactive Man go too, didn't we?
Yep.
All right, now this next set's going to be really tough. Oh, yeah, I love the Rifleman. Good stuff. All right, so this set's tough for me because it's artist Herb Trimpe. It's so funny because it's got Herb Trimpe art on the interior, but the cover artist is, I forget who, Porter or something like that. They didn't even list it here. They just put Trimpe, but it's not him.
Man, I mean, I wouldn't keep a 80s miniseries Rawhide Kid.
The problem is this issue right here, number 2. This is covered by, they don't even show it. It's such a shitty series. They didn't even bother to update the information. But the interior is Trimpe and Pollard, I think is the name. of the cover artist is Pollard, but it's actually signed by Herb Trimp, and it's my only signature of his. So I kind of feel like I should keep it just for that, but it's not even on one of his covers. I got a hard time with that book.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't keep it.
I mean, nobody's going to give me good money for it, even with the signature. I don't know. I kind of feel like I should keep that one just because, but I'll let the rest go. And, you hate to break up
a set.
Yeah, you hate to break up a set. But they're all kind of crappy.
No, don't break up a set. Sell the whole set together.
Yeah, but then I sell my only Herb Trimp signature.
Yeah, so what? You can get another Herb Trimp signature. A Herb Trimp signature on a Rawhide Kid miniseries from the 80s. Nah.
High value, man. Let me tell you.
Shut up.
I mean, that doesn't even add any value to that book, honestly.
But what if I never get another Herb Trimp signature?
Yeah, just get a Hulk 180 with a Herb Trimp signature.
There you go.
I'm not spending the money on that.
Well, he did a bunch of other stuff. You could get a Herb Trimp signature on any number of things.
All right, fine.
Hey, get it on a Marvel Secret Wars 8.
What good would that be?
I'll find one for you right here.
Whatever. No, don't show it because then somebody else will buy it.
I'm not. Okay.
You don't know how my subscribers are. I'm looking at you, Jackson Roy Kirk.
Oh, I think you did Godzilla #1 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Godzilla 1. You can find one of those with a signature on it, probably.
All right, I'm letting these go. Just don't talk to me about it, okay? I don't want to hear about it. I'll sell it with the Silver Age Rawhide Kit and a Rawhide Kid lot. There's somebody out there who needs that in their life. Yeah, you think so? All right, this one's a keeper. All right, keep the set. Jackson Roy Kirk's offended. Rawhide Kid's next. Shut up. You guys suck. Oh, man. I tell you, I wish I could host this on somebody else's channel.
I'll tell you, though, those in the early 80s, Marvel did those 4-book miniseries as tryouts for characters to see if they were popular enough to get an ongoing series. So there's tons of them, and none of them ever get any love. Even the Wolverine Limited series doesn't get any love, and that's one of the best ones. And even that, in the full set in 9/8 is less than $1,000 for the whole set. And those miniseries don't get any love, man.
I think they should. Some of them.
Yeah, those are real cool. The Punisher one had a little heat for a minute, but that one's cooled off too. That one was so popular they added a 5th issue to the 4-book miniseries. It was number 5 in a limited issue set of 4.
How are we not talking about Rattlesnake Dick?
Rifleman.
It's real life comics featuring the strange story of Rattlesnake Dick. You're not supposed to say it like that. You're supposed to say it Rattlesnake Dick, but whatever. That's a Schomburg cover. So we're going to keep that one because it's.
Is that a Schomburg?
Yeah, it's a Schomburg. Exla. He signed it. The Alex backwards.
Yeah. Okay.
It shoots out poison, Steve says.
Nice.
All right. That's a keeper.
That poor girl.
Oh, I bet. I want to hear DS tell me how much he hates this book.
Hating that book is hating America.
That's right.
This one's all right. I mean, yeah, it's all right. They're too big and they're too fake, honestly. I mean, but it's well done. I do like where she's wearing some combat gear with the American bikini. So it's tastefully done and it's cool. It's got a look to it.
It's very Captain America First Avenger.
Yeah,
it's cool. I mean, I wouldn't hold it against you to hold that, but it's nice.
Russ, would you hold this against me?
I think that would be a keeper.
Thanks, Russ.
That's what he asked. Nice dodge, though.
Barrett doesn't think they're fake. Barrett says they're real. So what shows how much
Chris Barrett says they're real.
He says they're real, so I guess I'm wrong.
Being that they're illustrated, I think that goes without saying that they're fake.
I think they're realer than I think sometimes they draw them and they try to make them look fake purposefully because they think that's what guys think are sexy. But in this case, I think that they're meant to look real. What do you mean? All right. We're moving on. America the Beautiful, I say. There's Tarzan Red Sonja with a
Adam Hughes.
Adam Hughes cover. I'm liking that.
Never give that up. You know what my favorite part about that cover is? Is that
What, that crane neck he's giving her?
No, the Peg Bundy look.
Oh yeah, with the hair.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I like me some Peg Bundy. All right, good stuff. This is just a Red Sonja, Betty and Veronica, kind of a golden age homage. I think it's cool. I like the faux distress covers too. I've got quite a few of them, so we're keeping that one.
Knight says sell it.
Knight says sell everything and buy one book. That's all he says. He says, what's the book you want? And I say, I want a Hulk 1. He says, sell everything you have and buy a Hulk 1, and anything you really miss, buy those back with the money that's left. That's his plan.
That's not a bad plan, actually, if you want a Hulk 1.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, if you could sell all these and get a Hulk 1, that's really not a bad plan, honestly.
Yeah, I could sell all these, but I couldn't. I would have to sell more than the books that I don't want. I'd have to sell.
I mean, if
you
could put together 10 grand pretty easily, and that gets you like a nice 2.530 of a Hulk 1.
Yeah, but you know how I feel about that. I could work for that money instead, and keep all my great deals that I've already made, and keep those books, and then just work a little harder and get more money.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, let's see. Red Sonja. There's Greg Land Red Sonja. I don't have that much Red Sonja, so don't get worried. I got just a very small selection. I do have this one in 2 different colors, though, red and white and black. They look great together, so I'm not breaking up the twins.
She doesn't have any hips.
Yeah, what do you think that the chainmail's hanging on?
It's falling off because she doesn't have any hips.
What's happening here? All right.
Honestly, not much because my phone has a little screen and I'm half blind, so I can't really see anything.
Yeah, you're not missing much right now, Russ.
Use your other eye, Russ.
So I'm with DS on that one for a second, all right? So I love Greg Land. I really do.
Thank you.
Spend too much time modeling women after models who actually have no bodies.
Thank you.
Like the face and the top is wonderful, but yeah, usually he loses it in the lower section.
I know, from the waist down, it's like it's no good.
Big figure-ish.
Yeah.
Now here's my feeling on that. I'm not a huge Red Sonja fan, and I don't need every girl in my collection to look exactly the same, because if they all looked exactly the way I wanted to, they would all look exactly the same. And she would have hips and a big butt right in front. So what can you do with that? Instead, this is one that looks different than the others, so I'm appreciating variety in my collection.
All right, but you have 2 of these that are exact same.
No, one's got a white background, one's got a black background. That's enough out of you, sir. Now these Don Marquez, holy moly, that's good stuff. Look at that retro blast, Don Marquez. Do you have these, Jimmy?
No, I've never seen those.
You need to look into these. They're affordable, but they don't come up that often. There'll be like one available on eBay, and there's just a few in the set.
Don Marquez Retro Blast.
Just remember Don Marquez, because he's got a couple of series that are good. This is one of them. And there's another one that's really good too.
Let me add it to my CLZ.
Don Marquez, Marquez.
Oh, there's only two books? An A and a B?
In this set, but there's another one that he did that is just as good as this.
Oh, wow. That second cover is even better.
Yes, it is. Notice I don't have that one. That one gets pricey.
Oh, I bet.
I'm pretty sure I don't have this book in my collection. I think it's gone. I think somebody's trying to hoodoo me.
That looks terrible.
Yeah, it's gone. That's a Neil Adams cover.
Pretty bad.
That's
It's
Neil
terrible.
Adams.
That's Neil Adams. I honestly think that they just took a convention sketch that he did and made a cover out of it.
Dude, that Retro Blast 1 is pretty
That's
cool
what I'm
too.
saying. It looks like him rushing at a convention.
Yeah, it sucks. That book is already out of my collection. So that sometimes there's books in here that I forgot to delete. So, all right. Next. I like that one. Of all the ones that were in this run, the Return of Wolverine, this is the one I kept.
The patch.
Well, it's the #1 issue at least, or you can keep it, I guess.
Yeah, and it's got Patch on the cover. I love Patch.
Yeah.
I think I've got one of those variants.
Yeah, I had like 4 of them, but that's the one I ended up keeping. Or Rifleman #4. Ba 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 ba. All right. Da, 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 da. That's it.
Learn to play it on the guitar, then show us that.
Yes, sir. All right. So we're keeping Rifleman 4. That's actually hanging up at my office at work. So I ask you now, is your insurance agency as cool as mine? No, because this ain't hanging in the office. People love that too. They get a lot of response. I don't know. This one's kind of a big deal. Yes, he does. No,
Was that like a show or something?
Yes, it was a show. It was a great show. You would love it, Russ.
I never was much into westerns growing up, so I don't really know.
This one is about the strong bond between a son and his father, and the idea that you could teach your kids how to be good kids, how to be good human beings.
So it was
for
crap.
example.
So.
Well, this is just him playing a joke with his kid. I mean, that's just what happens. This one isn't hanging in my office for good reason. There, Count.
Knights is saying sell all the Riflemen.
Except
He's
that.
full of crap. I'm not. Focus the collection. It doesn't get more focused than this cover. I mean, this is a hard focus of my collection.
It looks like that cover will get you put on some watch lists.
I'm probably already on all
Keep
those.
this one. I would get rid of the other one though.
That's the only Rifleman I have in my collection.
I love it. This one's really good too. I like that one. I don't know if you're as big a fan of the show as I am, then you would want all those. See, Chris Barrett's making a good point. So if he was buying insurance and he saw a Rifleman 10 on the wall, I'd have his business. But if you saw a Rifleman 4, 6, or 15 on the wall, and then you said, "Do you have Rifleman 10?" and I said yes, I'd probably still have your business. So
If I saw that one hanging on your wall, though, I might not want to do business with you.
that one's not hanging on the wall. That's in the cabinet.
The issue is that Chris Barrett's not your demographic.
No, probably not. I'm sure he's driving uninsured all day. Has keg stands in his kitchen all night.
The only Western related movie I ever saw as a kid was Young Guns.
Really? How old are you?
I'm 40.
Really?
I was born 1980.
And you've never seen a John Wayne film?
No, I just never got into Westerns. From the time I was 6, I was all about like Superman and just that kind of stuff. Superhero related things, cartoons. I never really ventured into Westerns. When I got older, I just went straight to like action movies. Schwarzenegger, Seagal, Willis.
Well, I'll tell you, the best Westerns, I don't like John Wayne Westerns really at all, but I liked Rawhide, which was a Western show. And I do like the Clint Eastwood stuff, the spaghetti Westerns, Hang 'em High, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Those are good. And the Outlaw Josie Wales and Missouri Breaks are 2 classic films that even if you don't like Westerns, they're great films.
I'll show you guys something.
Missouri Breaks and Outlaw Josie Wales are probably my 2 favorites.
My favorite Eastwood movie still is Paint Your Wagon.
Yeah, I like Hang 'em High, probably the best, and then Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Now, as far as Eastwood go, I've seen some of the Dirty Harry movies, and that's pretty much about it.
Dirty Harry movies can't touch his Westerns.
Yeah, I don't really like the 80s Westerns like Tombstone and Unforgiven, the ones Knights is listing. I don't really like the 80s westerns. I like the 70s westerns pretty much, and the 60s westerns.
Check this out, guys.
Yeah.
We were talking about vinyl earlier.
Yeah.
This is the Hugo Montenegro.
Hugo Montenegro, that's right.
Yeah.
From the Sergio Leone movies.
Yep. It's fantastic.
Oh, Fistful of Dollars, yeah.
I mean, you can listen to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. You can listen to the whole album, and it's got a killer Israeli store stamp on it. I don't know if that's going to come through, but
Yeah, it
That's
is.
pretty cool.
so anyway, I like collecting vinyl like that, you know, and sometimes they're cover buys. Like I'll just pick them up for the cover, you know, like I don't care if the record's wrecked or not, you know, but anyway, I just thought I'd share that real quick whilst we were talking about it. All right, how do I do that? Get back over here. All right, boom. Look at that. Look how fast that happened. All right. Rima the Jungle Girl.
Keep.
The keep DS is like, why would you keep that when you have so many better Jungle Girl covers in your collection?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Is it a key?
It's DC's one and only attempt at jungle fantasy books in the late 70s, early 80s.
You can tell they only gave a half-hearted effort to it anyway.
Yeah, but it's a good cover.
Is she beast or is she human? That's what the cover asks. All right, we'll keep it. Overruling DS is one of my favorite things to do. RoboCop.
Well, that's why I got to keep saying dump it, because I don't want you to be disappointed.
Oh, I know it. You're doing good. Sucker for 20 centers. All right.
Yeah,
Robo-
I'll tell you, the circles were nice on that one.
yeah. I think I'm going to let this one go.
The circles were nice.
Yeah, he loves the DC circle, the DC of the 20 circles lined up. I mean, I do too. I don't. That was the stock photo, but
Circles.
Yeah, I like all the circles on this book, but yes, I love when the DC circles are in the book, and this one has great centering, and both circles are in the book.
yeah,
RoboCop, I'm going to let this one go.
dude, you got to keep that.
I have better RoboCop books.
Well, you're going to sell me that Frank Miller silver one, and then you're not going to have any left.
But that's not what's happening in real life. One saying drop RoboCop, one saying that RoboCop was on my first pull list. That's cool. All right, I think I'm going to drop them just because I have better ones than that. Like, for instance, I like this painted cover for the second movie. I think that's killer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
So I'm keeping that. Rima. Yeah, I bet it is. All right, so I think that's a keeper.
That looks like
All right.
you're almost that last one.
RoboCop versus Terminator. Classic story, has a silvery type foil to it, to the cover. Kind of metallic paint or something. There's number one. We have the complete set, so we'll just take you through them real quick.
Is that a Frank Miller?
Number two, yeah, it's Frank Miller.
Yeah, that's probably cool. I've never read it or even seen those, but I like
It's pretty
Frank Miller.
crazy. It's pretty
Yeah.
crazy, and it's got a good story too.
Oh, Walt Simonson too, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll have to check those out.
And then here's the last. Oh no, this is moving into his regular RoboCop Frank Miller run. I thought maybe I got rid of this book, so I'll have to double check that and see if I still have it. I thought I got rid of it. Nope, I didn't. I still have all these. All right, so let's look at these real quick. I think this is hideous.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
And the interior is just as bad. So I think I'm going to get rid of that one. This one's kind of goofy also. Yeah, they all do look the same. Count Von Strange saying. Yeah. All right, so I think we're going to get rid of those. This is the keeper of the lot.
That's the one you're selling me, right?
No, I'm not selling it to you. It's metallic cover, and it has the pass-through cover. So this is the back cover.
I've never seen that before. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it's really neat. And I've got it in a 9.6.
Was that a variant, or was that just the standard cover?
No, it was a variant limited edition. I think there's 1,000 of them.
Oh, like a convention thing, or?
No, it was in the original run. It was a variant that came out for the original run. So, but it's pretty cool. And it's a 9.6, and the worst thing about it is the hair that got trapped inside it at CGC.
Oof.
Other than that, it's perfect. All right, now what happened? I'm stuck. What's happened? All right, there we go. All right, next. There's another one of those goofball ones. I think I'm going to get rid of all those. And it gets worse. Look at this one. What the hell is that?
Yeah, that's no good.
And then here's another one. I mean, Frank Miller is just like George Perez on crack or something. Just a mess.
I don't know. These don't even really. I would never guess that these are Frank Miller covers.
No. No, this isn't. This is something else. But I'll just pull it in anticipation of the ridicule I'll get if I say I want to keep it.
I like that cover.
You like that cover?
The best one yet.
You guys are crazy.
I would just keep the silver one and then the versus Terminator series.
That's kind of where I'm at. I'm definitely. So you think I should keep this one or no?
No, I would only keep the silver one and then the Terminator series.
Okay. Hey, look who made it in. Bill's here. Hello, hello. Don't say their names in the same sentence. Who? All right, so I'm letting go of Prime Suspects as well. Big Robocop run. Somebody's going to be real excited about to get. I'm keeping this one. That's the adaptation of the first one. It's got a cool Ed 209 on there. There's nothing not to like about this. It's the big wiener. Let's see. Oh, Miller and Perez. This is a photo cover in case I ever see Peter Weller. That's it. That's why this is my collection.
You're going to get him to sign that?
Yeah. I'm going to sign that. Absolutely. It's killer.
Yeah, cool. It would be cool with his signature on it.
Yep. All right. So there's, hey, what's going on, Hack? Good to see you. There he is. Everybody check out Hack's latest giveaway and or subscriber count giveaway or something. He's always got something given away. Check if you like free crap and you like rigged contests, check out Hack on his channel. There you go. That's my Hack commercial. Let's see. We got Rocketeer in the Spirit.
Well, we know you're keeping that.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Here's more Rocketeer in Spirit. Nice, Hack. 3 away from 800. Hey, if you guys aren't subbed to Hack, he's 3 away from 800. Rocketeer Adventures. I used to have more Rocketeer stuff, but some bum shyshed me out of some of them.
They were duplicates.
I gave you the better copies, I hope you know.
I do, and I really appreciated that. That was
Yeah,
wonderful.
no problem.
Hope you enjoy those Spider-Womans.
Yes, I love them. All right, let's see what else we got. Look at that. Alex Ross kicking it in for Rocketeer. Very cool. And let's see. We got Love This Rocketeer 2 by War Bonds.
That's Alex Ross, isn't it?
No, I forget who that is, but he did a couple of posters, a couple of movies, a couple of covers like this, kind of like in a style.
The Art
That's pretty
Deco?
cool. Who is
Yeah.
it?
Is that the Rocketeer Adventures?
Yeah. Yeah. There's some more Dave Stevens. That's some Walt Simonson, I think. He did a run.
That was a Darwin Cook cover.
Oh, Darwin Cook? This is probably some more Cook then, isn't it?
Yes, those are all Darwin Cook.
Kind of has a Bruce Timm style, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, he kind of invented it, so
Who, Darwin Cook did?
yeah.
Well, there you go. Some more Dave Stevens.
That's one of my favorites. That specific cover.
This one?
That shot, yeah, with that shot of Betty in the corner.
Yeah, and those are all interior panels that they just hodgepodge together to make a cover out of it. There's that same book, but in treasury format.
The collected edition.
This is a treasury edition of the Rocketeer. So this is an actual treasury-sized Rocketeer book with a selection of stories. It's really good. A great read. Here's Rocketeer at War. And you say, how many Rocketeers can you have? At least one more. Look at that. So good.
Is that Art Adams?
I will check. Doesn't say.
Huh.
But looks like it. I don't see his usual markings, though.
Just looking at the face, it just...
It does look like Art Adams.
Yeah, it looks like Art Adams.
Now here we got some cover penciler and cover inker Dave Stevens. I love this book. It's a little hard to appreciate sideways, but
Cargo of Doom, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Still
That
trying
looks
to track
like-
all those down. They are
Oh,
not-
really?
Yeah, they're not that easy to come by.
No, they're not, sir.
Like that Cargo of Doom, the issue 1, the B cover is the one from the what was it? The original one I was saying that I like the Betty corner on.
Oh yeah, I don't have that one. I'm missing one. I think I'm missing 1 and 2. No, I have 2, so I'm missing 1.
Yeah.
It's a good story too. There's Hollywood Horror. Here's the Walt Simonson ones, and they're awesome. Hollywood Horror. What's so good about Rocketeer? He's got a jetpack. There you go.
And
I answered it for him.
Good man. Look at that. So good. Such good stuff. There's some more Simonson. That's killer. All right. I'll move a little quicker through these. I'm just falling in love with these books all over again.
Yeah, he is kind of like Boba Fett.
Yeah, he is. If Boba Fett was just a little cooler. Look at that. Caught up. All right. We're moving along. Yeah. Official movie adaptation by Dave Stevens. Look at that cover. Yeah. That's a winner.
This flag is pretty well drawn.
It is. All right. ROM Space Knight number 2. I think we
Don't-
finally hit a stinker.
The only one you need is number 1, which you don't have.
Oh,
Well-
and if you like X-Men, there's a number of X-Men ROM books.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Here, I'll tell you which ones.
I think I remember hearing that one of the issues had Rogue's second appearance in it.
It does. So, ROM Annual number 3 has the first appearance of Husk from X-Men New Mutants. It's like a New Mutants appearance, but it's the first of Sam Guthrie's sister, Paige, who's Husk. And then, where is it? Issue 17 and 18 are X-Men crossovers.
Nice.
23 has Power Man and Iron Fist. 31 is the second appearance of Rogue, featuring the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
There you go. Cool.
Yeah, 31 and 32, they're a 2-issue.
So what you're saying is 2 is a useless piece of crap.
2's, yeah, pretty much a no win.
All right, fine.
39, though, is a really cool Steranko style. with Master Kung Fu.
That sounds good. Knights of Old says a Dave Stevens signed book would be good. I have one. I have my Airboy #2 signed by Dave Stevens. So we got to check on that. DS had one, but he sold it, and he didn't sell it to me because he's a bum. And let's see. I mean, that's not the only reason why he's a bum. All right, let's see. We got that out of the way.
That's also not the only reason I sold it.
I know. Because he wants more money than he knows I'd ever give.
But plus, you already have it anyway.
You're not signed.
Yeah, I think it was the Airboy one I had, right?
Yeah, but I didn't have it then when you sold it. I showed that one and you were like, oh, I had one of those. I didn't know you were looking for one. I was like, really?
Oh, okay. Well, it all worked out. It all worked out.
Rose and Thorn's already gone. I don't even know why that's still there. All right, that's all the R's. Are we
I still
done?
got a stack of stuff here I got to run over with Jimmy. I haven't gone over with him yet.
Yeah, I've been waiting for prices, brother.
Yeah, I know. I got the stack. The stack is literally sitting right in front of me, and I just haven't gotten to it yet, man. My bad.
Hey, whenever you get a chance.
Are
I'm
we
gonna have
done?
to run, Bub.
All right. Be careful. You might want to walk.
I'll see you guys later.
All
All right,
right. See you,
Russ.
Russ. Thanks.
Peace.
Take it easy, man.
All right. Russ is gone.
So is that
Now
it?
we can.
We're not
It
gonna-
can be. We can go through the S's or we can stop.
I think S is going to be a pretty significant amount.
It's a big one. I bet there's a lot we can get out of it, though.
Yeah, I haven't seen a keeper yet as you're scrolling.
Yeah, it would be a big shed fest.
Yeah, I think that's
All that Sabretooth crap can go.
I don't know. What do you think, Jimmy? You hanging in or are you dropping out?
If you go for S, I'm dropping out.
The hell.
It's too much.
I'll stick around for S.
All right, we're doing S, but we're going to do it rapid fire. How about that, guys?
Yeah.
You can start the S series. Jump in here, Bill, if you're so busy or not busy. All right. We're starting S's. We're going rapid fire. Sabretooth run.
Dump it.
Dump.
All right. Sabretooth run is gone.
You know what? Go back to the title screen.
Uh-oh.
We can shed.
I
a
know
lot.
what you're
We
thinking.
can shed a lot just by title and not go through each and every issue.
All right. We'll do that. Okay.
Yeah, we'll tell you when you can keep one.
So all four.
All right. Sabretooth run.
Keep Sabrina. Keep Sally Forth.
I mean, you got to show Sally Forth. The hell.
This is why he does this.
You got to see that. All right. Fine. That's a keeper, though.
Yeah.
You got to keep the Wally Wood ones.
I mean, these are books people don't see, Jimmy. You know that. Do you own this set?
I don't. I haven't really made a strong motion towards the Wally Wood stuff yet. But if I ever find any of the Sally Forth, they're definitely going to be keepers.
We'll go through them quickly because I'll get in trouble if I don't move along quickly.
That's a bondage cover.
All right, now we're back to the junk.
Dump
Savage
Savage
Dragon.
Dragon. Unless it's the first issue or the third issue of the miniseries. It's
No.
not keeping.
Okay. All right, it's gone.
Dump Savage Wolverine. Nothing happened in there.
Hold on. What about She-Hulk?
I don't think it would be wise to dump the first appearance of She-Hulk.
Well, how much did you pay for that She-Hulk one?
$20.
Yeah, I might sell it.
And
Only
you're
if you
saying
like-
get your money, right?
Yeah, get your money. You can get it back later. I don't think it's going to maintain any real super high value, but it's a good key. But if you only paid $20 for it,
Then
All right. Well, I more meant, do I get rid of this True Believer She-Hulk?
oh.
Well, if you want a reader copy and slab the other, that's the only reason.
It's not even that really good a story. But all right.
Honestly, you can find a She-Hulk in the wild. There's quite a few of them out there, and you can get lucky and find a raw one in the wild somewhere.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
And
you get lucky on eBay. I found a couple on eBay. I got lucky on. They came back. One came back 9.6. The last one I had.
my wife likes that one because she actually has that over her treadmill when she works out
It's good inspiration.
as motivation. Yeah,
Yeah.
she uses that as motivation. So I know it's funny when you look at me and you're like, really, your wife works out? Yep. More cookies for me. So-
Dump the whole Savage Wolverine.
Yeah, I would
No,
get rid of all those.
I'm keeping the Cho run.
Okay, fair enough.
And that ends
Cho
at, what is that, number 5? I actually have a complete run of that. So that's going to be a huge chunk out.
Knight says dump.
He says dump to everything. You can't even, it's like a freaking chirping. You can't worry about him.
I gotta side with the Cho stuff, Bob, but the way he does some of those covers is really pretty cool.
All right. So all the other Savage Wolverine is going. But I think there's one little variant I was going to ask you about. Yeah, here's the variant. What do you guys think of this one? It's like a cat on a scratching post in the danger room.
What was that, Scotty Young?
I think it's a Fadi Fung. It's like a bootleg Scotty Young.
It's terrible.
You think it's terrible?
It's terrible.
What about you, Jimmy?
It's terrible.
Oh, shit.
That is terrible.
But hey, if it
Look,
blows your shirt up,
he was so mad he couldn't spell dump right. Count Von Strange says, dumb it. All right. We're dumbing it. And I assume all the Savage Wolverines got to go.
Yeah, I
if
don't
you've
think.
read it, that's all that it's worth. You can.
I don't even think I couldn't get through the latter issues past Frank Cho. Like, they were pretty crappy. Like, the first set was good, but then it got bad. All right. Dumping all that. Surely no one will notice when they buy that set that it's missing the first 5.
Yard sale.
Yard sale. I've thought about doing comics at a yard sale just to see if I could get other people to show up who are comic collectors and then kind of raid their collections. Does that make sense? Like, just put comic in, like selling comics at a yard sale. And even if I only sold like 5 comics, I want to see the people show up and be like, look at these shitty comics. I'm looking for good comics. I'm like, yeah, what kind of comics you got, huh? Yeah. And go from there. All right. What about this Scream art germ?
Well, if it's the only art germ you have, you might want to keep it in case Comic-Gores requires it, right, Diaz?
Yeah, I wish I had that. I might have won.
Yeah, I hear you. It's not the only art germ cover I have.
I personally don't care for symbiotes. I think they're the dumbest thing Marvel's ever created. But
Holy moly.
it's one of those things. It's like, hey, let's put Wolverine in every single book we make because we have a one-trick pony.
Yeah, I don't even know anything about Scream. I don't know what Scream is anyway.
Unless
All
you're
right, what about Defenders?
the entire Defenders run, dump that.
This is the only one I have.
Yeah.
That's 90s shit. Dump it.
Yeah, I would dump it.
Boy, poor Russ.
Keep the invasion.
Yeah,
that's heating up.
that Scream is a cool cover, what Disney Comics is saying. I do think it's a cool cover, but I mean, I don't think it's worth keeping just because of that. But,
Not unless it's the Virgin variant. You got it slabbed. You can get a lot of money for it. At a 9.8. These Delato covers are pretty slick.
What is that? What is that a cover of? Secret Invasion?
Yeah, that's the.
Number 7 is kind of random. All right, I'll keep it.
But you got it as a Wolverine cover, I imagine.
Yeah. Secret Origins?
those are fun to read.
That was a mini series.
Yeah, I would keep that as good reading. It's reading stuff. If you like reading them, it's cool
I like
stuff.
reading. Yeah, I like reading the older
Yeah,
stuff.
Secret Origins, that Brahms run's pretty cool. Fun to read.
Those are fake boobs, DS, on the Scream cover. He's saying they're fake. Actually, they're probably not because they look really like misshapen and they don't look good at all.
I don't know. I saw her face, and that didn't get any further than that.
Yeah,
Secret Wars.
Definitely keep the Secret War. That was a solid mini series, and those Delato covers are great.
All right. Well, we got the whole run of that. So
And issue number 2, I think it's the Wolverine cover, is the first appearance of what's her name?
Quake.
Quake. Thank you.
Yeah, so I've got that, and I also have the sketch variant of the other
Yeah, me
Secret
too.
Wars.
Sadly,
Look at Knights. Oh, that's hilarious.
that was actually a pretty cool. It was a pretty cool miniseries. It with the group that they had in there doing a Black Ops mission into Latveria and getting screwed.
I like it.
Yeah, but
And
you could get the trade for that.
And they're foily too, so I like those.
That sounds like something you could just buy the trade and then you're set.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, they're really cool covers too. Secret Warps. Oh my God, really?
Yeah,
Well, it's got a cover of Wolverine's daughter on it.
Clone, not daughter.
No, that's his daughter.
Secret Warp Weapon Hex.
So in this, is she supposed to be truly his daughter?
Well, I don't know.
X-23 is not his daughter.
I didn't think that was X-23.
Well, it's a mashup. It's just one of those like amalgam things, except it's inside the Marvel universe.
Didn't Wolverine have a daughter with Psylocke at one point?
What?
All right, whatever. I'll let it go.
Well, I don't know where the new the new Bavarian looking chick came from that was in what was it, Marvel Comics Presents?
Yeah.
That was a big flop.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Whole bunch of high
Sacrifice, discipline, focus. We're culling books, man. We're making it happen. All right. Now I know you guys are going to be mean to me on these. What about these Secret Wars variants?
I think those toy cover variants are dumb. I would sell all of them.
But I'm only one book away from the whole collection.
Then get that one and sell it as a set.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Like Christopher's.
All right.
I mean, it was cool the first time they did it because it's like a novelty and you're like, oh, hey, that looks just like it. And then it became a thing for a while and they still do it. And I just like, it was like a one-off novelty.
I mean, that's all John Tyler Christopher does anymore is that and negative space variants.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
What about this one? The mini mates.
Is that seriously a question?
I've bought that book twice.
Let's just say we're not that kind of collector.
I've already sold it once. All right. If you hadn't noticed, I'm breezing through the idea of getting rid of all those John Tyler Christopher variants because I'm one away, so I want to complete that before I get rid of them. At least I want to show them all off, and I want to complete my set of the toys, and I'm only missing like 3 of them.
You don't have to click on the sectors. You can just get rid of those.
Yeah, just move past that.
Well, you guys ever seen this? This is a UK version of Secret Wars Special Edition.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's mag-sized. Pretty cool. But it doesn't count in the cabinet. So I wanted to show you this, and I don't know how you feel about it, but I'd be willing to get rid of Sectar number 1.
And 2.
But number 2, I had this toy as a kid. I have super fond memories of these toys. I had both these toys, and I had both these toys. So this is nostalgia. Now I'll get rid of Sectar's number 1, but I'm not getting rid of number 2.
All right.
Yeah, and Rates is right. You probably could get good money for that UK Secret Wars because that stuff's those foreign edition things have been going pretty hot lately.
Yeah, actually, I would hit up Chad RCG if you want to move it.
Yeah, he's buying a lot of those, isn't he?
Yep.
John Z from the Tales from the Flip Side, CBSI, Tales from the Flip Side, he's into the foreign stuff too.
Yeah. But you don't still have the toys. Yeah, I have all but like 3 of them for that set of toys. All right. Here's some Seduction of the Innocent. We're keeping all that, right?
Yeah, I know you're keeping those. Those are cool.
I would dump all but the Dave Stevens, but that's me.
Oh man, there's some good covers in here. You would dump this awesome Bernie Wrightson drowning cover
Oh, I didn't even know Wrightson did one. Huh,
tied
that
to a
is cool.
stone around his neck. That's
Sorry, that was-
badass.
Never mind. I withdraw.
All the others but those two now, right? All right. Sensation Comics Wonder Woman.
That's
Yeah.
not a good one to keep, but it's a good. Is that Dodson or no? That's Hughes, right?
No, I don't think it's either one, honestly.
I would get rid of it.
It's Emanuela Lupacino.
Dump it.
Really?
Yep. Did you read
I mean,
it?
it's not that good of a cover.
Or was it a cover by?
Yeah, it was just a cover by.
It's not that good of a cover.
The only one of those to keep is the Dave Stevens one. I'm sorry, the Adam Hughes one.
Well, I mean, you want me to keep that,
Well, it's Golden Age, so keep it.
right? Anything gold, right? That's the rule.
Yeah, but not just because I like it, because I don't collect Wonder Woman comics, but Golden Age is tougher to come by. You can't easily replace that. This other stuff you can replace, or it's a good read, but this is tough to find. It's got legit value. It's hard to find. It's a classic old book. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of reasons to keep gold.
Yeah, I
I
like it.
don't collect Wonder Woman. I'm not really a fan.
Oh, here's some more of that Don Marquez.
Ooh, here we go.
Yeah,
Rocket
that's cool.
Girls. Actually, this goes under Sensational Rocket Girls. That's why it's in the S's.
You can keep that. That's cool.
Look, Jimmy's heart just started palpitating.
Now
Did you hear it?
the press is done.
Look at that. Look at that second issue.
Wow.
It almost looks like a Frazetta, almost a little bit like.
Yes, it's very Frazetta-esque.
Yeah.
Not near as much junk in the trunk, but close. Sensational She-Hulk. We're keeping that. I love how she's mean to everybody.
I'll tell you though, that's the second volume. That one doesn't really sell that well. I've had a couple copies.
No, but I just like how she's holding on to that one.
Yeah.
Hey, go back to that Rocket Girls. I'm only finding one issue in the database.
Yeah, because it's so rare. In CLZ, they don't have it.
In the CLZ database. I mean, you have it there, or did you have to manually add that?
I manually entered it.
Crazy.
Yeah. Good book, though. And good interior, too. He does the whole interior.
Very nice.
There's
Yeah, that's
She-Hulk
the one.
40.
That one and the beach ball.
I have the beach ball, but it's not in here because I haven't added it to the collection yet because I just picked it up this week. And there's 50 just because I think it's cool, and it's a 50 issue. All right, so we're keeping that. That's easy. We can go back to the bigger view. All right. This side of this,
Yeah, it's Clayton Crane. Just dump it.
it's signed by Crane.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
And then sell it on eBay. Shadow Batman, Shadow Savage. Is that Dave Stevens? That Shadow Savage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one you're trying to get off DS. I'm keeping these. That's pretty good Finch cover.
It's one of the ones I'm trying to get off of DS.
Love that cover. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's a keeper. That's a keeper.
First Shadow. It's got a Bonnet's book stamp on it too.
That's not bad. I mean, that's a nice bronze key, sort of minor key.
That's definitely a keeper. That one there's got a lot of spec behind it, but it's also a pretty solid first appearance.
I like it.
Bronze.
And then, I thought I had number 2 of that. I do have number 2. I just don't have it in my database. So remind me to add that. Shanna the She Devil number 2. So
Hey,
whatever
bro.
the numbers are. I mean, that's a win. Cho,
Oh yeah, Frank Cho all day.
let's back out so we
I
can
gotta
go.
tell you, man, I was so upset when I started picking up the Jungle Girls, or Jungle Girl book that he did the covers on, and finding out he only did the covers and not the interiors, and the interiors.
Yeah. That's a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
All
So
these.
you have a whole run of this Shanna?
Yeah.
Nah, you don't need a whole run of that.
Not unless he did the interior.
Yeah, it's all him.
Oh yeah,
Everything. He even wrote it.
yeah. That'd be a tough one for me to get rid of.
And they're hard to find in good condition.
Yeah, he does a really solid job with that kind of
You
art.
tell me you don't like this cover, DS?
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I might keep that one with the dinosaur where she's in the dinosaur's mouth.
Well, if you're gonna dump it, send it my way.
This one, dump that. That book's crap.
You're just mad because you bought 50 of them and couldn't sell 20 of them.
Dude, this is one of those books that got hot, and I had no interest of even looking for one and picking it up. That book is crap. If you've ever read it, it's crap.
You don't like
It was
Secret
big
Beck?
spec behind it. It never went anywhere. There's tons of high grade copies out there, and it's goofy. I'm telling you, it's a crap book. I'm telling you.
I'm going to hold it for long-term spec value. Does that make you
It's
happy?
never going to have long term spec value. That book is junk. I'm telling you.
Probably right.
I quit.
Have you read it?
No.
Read it, and then get back to me.
Why would I read it? It looks like crap. I would just assume it's crap inside. This, actually, a lot of people don't know, but it has a full reprint of She-Hulk number 40, the one where she's censoring herself with the comic code.
Yeah.
So, and it's a cool front cover. It reminds me of my wife, who can be clumsy sometimes, so she would totally rip a door off a cab. So I think that's great.
You may want to skip, maybe move the workouts to like every other day.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that, Sheena. Not bad.
Which cover is that?
0.
Yeah, no. So there was a bunch of different covers for Zero. I'm just trying to remember who the artist was. Is it Moritz hat?
Yeah, something like that. Lupchin Mantanovanini, or I don't know. It's pretty good though, either way.
And J. Scott Campbell. That
Yeah.
one's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Her proportions are way off, though, man.
That's J. Scott Campbell. You just deal with it, or you move on. I like that one. Let's just be honest. We're not getting rid of too much jungle. So
This is your wheelhouse. You're not getting rid of this stuff.
if anyone, I would get rid of this one, but why bother?
An ugly monster. That one's not going anywhere.
Nope, that's a keeper.
Dave Stevens, for anybody who's not familiar that's watching.
I love this one.
Oh yeah, from the TV show.
Yeah. Wasn't that a great episode? Do you remember that one?
It was. That
Man.
was fantastic.
Is that
Benedict
Doctor Strange?
Yep.
That's Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it is. But not in that book, obviously.
Right.
This book I've almost given away and got rid of about 10 times, and it keeps staying in my collection because it looks like a Superman holding a gun in a Western. I can't get rid of it. It's so goofy to me.
I mean, is that the first appearance of anybody?
I want to
That's
say
the
it's
first
the
appearance of
first
Superman inside of a Western outfit.
I mean, is it first appearance of Top Gun?
Was it 75?
I doubt it.
Well,
Issue
Superman's has a
72.
lot of first appearances.
Yeah.
Issue 72.
They premiered a lot of characters in the showcase. That's what it was all about, sort of.
Look, he likes that pop gun. Oh, all of a sudden, Knights of Old found something he likes, so we better keep it. It was up to him. I'd only have 4 books in my collection. This would be one of them. So, 72.
It just says Top Gun.
Nah, it's probably not the first. Here's DS's favorite book.
I'll tell you, you should keep this because there is some movement on it because people are specking that this character will be in a Submariner type plot. Or not a Submariner, Aquaman type plot.
Yeah. I just picked it up myself.
A lot of people have been picking this up. The price has been going up, and there's spec with it. So you may want to just hold it for a little bit.
That's funny. All right, we're keeping it.
But I would only keep it long enough until the price went up, and then I would sell it.
No doubt about this one. What about this one, you guys? This is one of those weird. I don't think I paid too much for it.
So that's not worth anything, even in high grade. But it's a cool one shot.
Yeah.
Was that a reprint or not?
We'll hold on to it. I think this is cool as shit. I mean, I've not seen anybody ever show this book off.
Is that a photo cover?
That's right.
No, that's painted.
That's right. That last one, that last Super Surfer, is a John Byrne Stan Lee collaboration.
Okay.
So Byrne did all the pencils and the plots, and Stan did the script.
Cool. All right, I'll keep it. I just think this is cool.
Smallville Lantern.
Smallville Lantern, #1. I just can't help myself on silly stuff like that. Proportions aren't great on this book, but I just keep keeping it. Like, why is her leg so damn long? Like, that's just it just goes on forever. She got her foot stuck in a like artillery shell or something.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Who wears knee highs on the beach?
I know, it's so goofy. It's like he started drawing it and then he ran out of rock and he couldn't make it work, so he just painted it over and made it all black and said, screw it. It's just a cover nobody's going to buy anyway. But it's got a girl in a leopard print bikini. And it's Greg Land.
I was going to say, it looks like Land.
Yeah, you're right. I should keep it. Thanks, Jimmy.
Land faces.
Man, I would get rid of that. It looks like a cheap Baywatch cover.
And your point being? Oh, right. He doesn't like artificial flotation devices.
Consider the audience.
I love this book. I love that book. That was gifted to me from comics. Hell. Where the hell's he been anyway? You know who I'm talking about. The Iron Sheik.
First edition?
First edition, yeah. First edition comics. Yeah. Great book. Good guy. He needs to come back out of hiding.
Yeah, you can keep that Spaceman.
Spaceman Yearbook, 1965 Wally Wood cover.
That's dope.
So you're keeping that.
Yeah. The
Listen,
Spaceman
guys,
surrounded.
Food, I got to bounce.
All right.
All
right.
Good luck on the S.
Thanks. I need it. I'd always need more S. Oh, man, look at this. We got a hot swap. Bill at Comic Mag Musings. I have never seen a more poignant downgrade. Welcome to the show. Good
What's
to
up,
have
Bubs?
you. Good to have you, buddy. What do you think of this Spawn there, Bill?
I think it's beautiful, like the other 10 million that are out there.
That's exactly right. Dump it.
What? Well, then why not just keep it then? If I can't get nothing for it, I might as well just keep it.
You can get if it's in good shape, you can get 20 to 30 for it.
Yeah. And then you keep an eye out for a newsstand out in the wild. Hunt for a newsstand somewhere.
All right, I kept this this #8 just because it's kind of a homage to the other ones.
That also has a pinup in it by Frank Miller, a Spawn pinup by Frank Miller inside it, I think.
Good to know.
I think it's 8. It might be 6 or 8. It's one of them.
That's first appearance of Angela. Everybody's got that book too.
And Medieval Spawn.
That's just killer. That's probably my favorite Spawn cover, so I'm keeping it. All right, and that's all the Spawn. I got rid of all my other Spawn. Remember when I was hunting down all Spawns, DS? It's been some time ago. I don't think this book's still in my collection, so it needs to be removed.
That's
with
pretty
extreme
sad.
prejudice. It's not really in my collection, so it's just one that slipped through the cracks when I was deleting. All right, X-Men Special Edition.
I mean, what is that?
It's a reprint of 90 Giant Size X-Men 1 and maybe 94. I don't know.
That one needs to hit the bricks.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's got 12 new pages by Claremont and Cockrum.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah,
Part
it
of the
needs to hit the
untold
bricks.
story. You guys are mean. All right, let's see. That's a keeper.
Yeah, do you have a newsstand of that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I would definitely keep that. That's a nice key.
And you just don't see it in high grades. And tell us why, DS.
I don't know. But
They won't give you one.
I've been looking for years for a 9/8 copy raw, and I just can't find one. It's tough to judge with all that crap going on the cover.
Yeah, it's busy.
Yeah, so I have one. I have a copy right now, but it's got a crease on the back corner, so I think it's like an 8/0. But from the front, it's flawless. But yeah.
Look, Knights of Old wants to know why it's a key.
It is tied with 3 books that are tied for first appearance of the Black Costume: Marvel Team Up 141, this, and ASM 252.
There you go. It's part of the Black Suit group.
Yeah, it's definitely a key.
All right, let's see.
And that one is tougher to find in 9/8 than the other ones, by far.
Yeah. I just love this one because it's got Sabretooth in his old costume and he's beating up Spider-Man. And I love any book that shows Spider-Man getting beat up.
Yeah, I wouldn't keep it.
Bill would keep it.
I'm not a big Spider-Man fan.
All right, keep it is. Now you finally come to one that I would probably let go.
I mean, what are you, into the 120s on a spectacular run? That, man, I wouldn't have anything that late in that title, really, unless I was a huge fan. You're not a Spider-Man fan.
No, I like Black Suit Spider-Man, though. So when I see that, I get a little bit, I'm more apt to keep it. All right, we'll let this one go. And then next is number 138.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let it go. All right, that blurry crap.
Got 1 million of those out there.
Well, there'll be 1,000,001 now.
The one hologram is worth a little more because it's got the $20.99 in it.
Yeah, I got rid of that one too, I'm sure.
I had the
Which
whole
one's that?
I just sold them.
This one's Speed Demon, one of the amalgams that I'm keeping. Ghost Rider and the Flash mixed. Just looks cool. All right, what's next? Oh, this is so tough. All right, this Spider Run. This has got, some of them are Francesco Francavilla covers. Some of them are Alex Ross covers.
Is that the Pulp character?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. You could keep the spider stuff. They're cool. They did a bunch. They did the Shadow. You have those. Yeah, that's cool.
And it's a really good story too.
Yeah, I think those Dynamite Pulp reprint things are cool. Although he never looked like that.
They're really good.
Kind of jazzed up his look a little bit.
Just a little bit, not too much. All right, I'll keep all those. It's a good run. I'd even read it again. It was so good. Look, Jimmy, you done dropped out. What did he drop out for anyway? What did he say he had to do? Eat something? We're not worried about that. See, I didn't think I kept all those later ones.
This one needs to go.
What are you talking about?
Spider Boy
Team Up. I haven't even heard of that one.
Exactly. Nobody has. You know why?
It ain't no kind of good.
You guys just are too picky.
Some books are worth not ever having heard of.
All right, fine. I think that one's actually already gone, so I'm not going to stress about that. Sometimes that happens, folks. All right, we're almost done. Let's see. That's David Nakanyama. I'm pretty keen on that.
Is that a key of any sort?
No, it's just cool.
Eh,
I'm keeping it. I think it's cool.
it's kind of run-of-the-mill Spider-Man, isn't it?
Cake was done. Yes. About that one.
I mean, these might bring. These are probably all ones you got cheap, and some of these probably go for a bit. So I think you can make nice profits on some of these Spider-Gwen things.
Yeah, she's hot.
But I mean, I wouldn't keep it. I would sell it because you could make like 20 times your money on it, probably.
Well, I'll give that one to.
You probably only paid $2 for it.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's exactly what I paid. I'll give that one to Silver Age Dave.
Yeah,
His daughter collects Spider-Gwen. All right. But it still means it's leaving the collection, so you guys should be happy about that.
No, it's nice of you to share books with those of us less fortunate in the community.
Those of us. Listen at you. You put 16 haul videos up a day. Nobody's
No, I'm
crying
talking about Silver Age Dave.
Yeah, right. Yeah, why not do
Yeah.
that to the guy who has more books than everybody?
Exactly, combined.
The only one
Smart.
who's got more books than him is Don the comic book junkie. That's it. And even that's a toss-up.
That's true. All right. What do you think about all those Spider-Man books?
I get rid of all of them.
All of them?
Yeah, I mean, they're not worth anything. I mean,
Okay, I'm keeping those. Come on. That's
I mean, you
classic.
only need one. Just keep
All
it
right.
going.
33 signed by Bob McLeod, so I can't get rid of that. That's like a Delato, I think. Might be a Delato Jr. Is there a Delato Jr.? Is that such a person? Number 44? No, Tom something or another. I'm letting that one go. Look, see, aren't you happy? I just let a book go.
Well, I don't see anything coming up that needs to stay either.
Spider-Man 2099?
No.
That one's signed, though.
Well, maybe you can get $25 for it.
Whatever.
You gotta keep the Spider-Woman #1.
Yeah, I'll work on that. Oh, I went too fast. All right, so what about this Spider-Man and Black Cat? I used to love it, but I'm over it. It's Dotson's. I'm going to let that go. What have I got here? Okay. And then Spider-Man and Wolverine versus Wolverine. That's a cool book. I like it. Keeping that. Sorry about your luck, guys.
Now, what do you have? 2 Spider-Woman 1s?
One's a reprint.
We'll get rid of the reprint.
Yeah.
Oh, the other one has an unverified signature from Stan Lee, and I really don't think it's authentic.
Really?
I don't think so.
Well, then sell both.
All
I
right.
got one coming back from CGC you can buy from me. It's in the 9s.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, then I need the other one that's a reprint in order to read it.
Well, then sell the fake sign
You haven't
one.
read it? I got that in Marvel Essential trade paperback, all the Spider-Womans.
I tell you what, I'm going to sell the reprint. I'm going to keep the faux signed one as my reader copy, and then I'll pick up a good copy to keep. How about that?
That sounds good. You can buy mine. I'll give you a good price on it.
Will you really?
Yeah, I'll give you a below GPA on it.
There
That
you go.
doesn't necessarily equate to a good price. Look, screw the #1. Get her first appearance. I already have her first appearance. That was in the M's. But thank you.
Yeah, I don't mind having the first appearance and then the first title together. That's a cool set.
Yeah. I'm keeping all these Spider-Womans because I'm going for a run on those. So you can enjoy those or not. We don't have time to go.
Nate wasn't ready for this because he said you don't need #1, and then you just said you're collecting a full run. So yeah, Knights, it gets worse. He's got up going for a full run of Spider-Woman.
There's only 50 in the whole run. So
Only 50. Your Spider-Woman run is almost as big as my entire PC.
that says more about your PC than it does about mine.
Well, thank you, sir. I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, then you took it wrong. Here's Spider-Man #1. Spider-Woman #1. A nice Greg Land cover with a silk appearance. I don't think you can hate on it, but you're not going to get far in this room with it. What do you think? Any of you bullies?
I mean, I'd rather not even waste my breath. What's the point?
Yeah.
Good man. All right. So we're keeping that sucker. Let's see.
Yeah, you got to pick and choose your battles, I think.
Yeah,
Look at that. Adam Hughes, man, killing it.
that's terrible.
Shit.
It's upside down.
It's supposed to be she's a spider. She does what she wants to do. There's a nice rare art germ Spider Woman that I'll keep.
That's pretty cool.
Spider Woman volume. They did 7 volumes of Spider Woman.
Yeah,
Wow.
they just rebooted every 6 issues, so it doesn't really count. That
I
is,
don't like that one. He doesn't have any hair.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
it's a secret variant, so it goes for like more money.
Yeah, sell it.
All right.
Some things should stay secret.
All right, Bill, it's gone. Enough of your fussing.
Like Jane Foster as Spider Woman.
Look at that. Now you guys aren't gonna maybe get rid of Bat Babe, are you? That'd be
Never
Yep.
heard of that.
Adam Hughes. Pretty sure this says inks by Wally Wood, but I'm starting to think that's not worth keeping a book for.
No,
I
this
think it
is
does have inks by Wally Wood. It's a good read, but I don't know that I would collect it.
This is like the cheap poor man's version of Warlord.
Yeah, definitely.
Isn't
a-
Warlord already a cheap poor man's version of every sword and sorcery book?
Dude, Warlord is badass. Mike Grell art, that stuff is.
Warlord is
cool.
great. I collect that series. It's
got it.
fantastic.
Yo, Bill, I've got a whole run of those that I'm just reading through, and then I'm going to move them. So if you have any particular issues you're looking for, I might have them.
Well, I'll hit you up.
Yeah, I got like 30 of them or something, and
Yes.
yeah, they're decent. I'm reading through them. They're really, really good.
Yeah, they are good reads. I got the Showcase Presents trade paperback of that.
Nice.
Look, Jackson Roy Kirk saying Ditko and Wood. Yes, it's Ditko and Wood. Still not great though. All right. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, we're not getting rid of that.
Nah, you just got that one.
I know, I love it too. It's cover to cover Wally Wood, and it's fantastic.
Ugh, missed me with Star Trek. Ugh.
That's a photo cover.
Yes, it's a photo cover.
Horrible.
But it's kind of a etched photo cover, like
It's terrible.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, that's no good.
what's not good about it?
It's Star Trek.
It
I like Star Trek.
Ugh.
looks terrible. It looks like a poster for like the Star Trek Next Generation from the 90s or something.
Honestly, I didn't even know I had it, so I'll let it go. That hurts. I mean, that really dwindles my Star Trek collection down to almost none. Let me guess, you hate that one too, right?
Yeah, what you should do is you should get a Star Trek comic book or one of those what are they, Dell or Gold Key or something. One of those Star Treks is what you need.
I can't believe
I don't hate Star Trek. I've just never even seen an episode of any Star Trek, so it's not on my radar.
I love Star Trek, but
Look at this. Don't believe Comic Mag Music. He's a closet. I think I see the closet. It's there. It's in his background. Look, there's a gold key Star Trek.
yeah, that one. Those are cool. I like those Gold Key ones.
See, I'm not a fan of that. I'm gonna let that one go just because you made me get rid of the other two.
Or even if you get like the Star Trek #1, the movie Marvel one from like the 80s, that one's all right.
Star Trek. That's actually that doesn't count. Look at this. Isn't that great? I love that. That's a cool crossover, man.
Yeah, I would read that.
It's readable. It's actually really good. Got to keep that.
Ugh.
That's classic,
Star Trek
man.
X-Men.
As a kid, I went crazy for that. I couldn't believe it. And it's
Here's what you need. Star Trek Year 2 from IDW. Year 4, #2. It's a CGC 10, and it's signed by William Shatner.
why do I need that? Are you gonna show it? All right, hold on. That looks like shit. I wouldn't buy that.
You need that. That's what you need right there.
It's a straight up photo.
Dude, it's only $10,000.
Get out of here.
Wow.
You're close to being removed, sir. This would be your first and final warning. Are you telling me this isn't cool?
Ugh.
No, it's not. Some things are just not meant to be mixed together. Star Trek and
It's
Transformers.
perfectly mixed. It's aliens and alien finders. Look, I think DS removed himself. I'm sure you hate that too, because you hate stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Star Trek Funko Kirk cover. That's no, that goes.
This is interior. Adam Hughes is pretty good.
That one actually looks cool. It looks like Wrath of Khan.
It is, and it's Chris Claremont written story, and it's pretty good. This is the one I'm keeping. It's a Greg Hildebrandt cover. It's fantastic. I'm keeping it.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's a painted cover. Whatever. You guys. I'm sure you hate this one too.
I
Is
mean,
that
you
the diamond reprint?
Yeah. But it's the only one I have.
you keep the reprint, but you should be going after. I mean, the price is a little high, but the first print of this is a cool book. But yeah, keep the reprint if you don't have that other one.
All right.
No.
Well, I mean, you say that, but right now everything Star Wars is heating up.
Then that's best time to sell it. If somebody's going to give you 15 or 20 bucks for this book, that's a home run, man, because this book ain't worth 50 cents. Literally, it's free.
But it's not free now. It was free then.
You literally will make an infinite profit on this. Infinite. Your profit will be infinite.
Oh, man.
You'll have an infinity profit on a Star Wars book. That's classic.
Bub will be featured on this month's Business Insider. The infinite profit.
I don't think.
And if somebody pays you some crazy price, you might even make it onto the top 10 list next week.
That's true.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Sales will be up an infinite percentage, and the price will have an infinite percent increase.
All right. Keeping
Yeah,
these.
that's what I'm saying, exactly. Somebody might pay you
Well, no, I'm not worried about you. Keeping these. Okay, now I started collecting this run, and I'm thinking about parting with it. So
I would keep that.
that you would keep?
Yeah, because I like that droid that's on Hoth. Yeah, that's real cool. I'd keep that too. And that. And that definitely. Yeah, those are badass.
All right.
Those. And that. All those.
You'd probably let that go because you're not a romantic.
I am a romantic. I would keep that. That's a classic scene. I'd get rid of these bounty hunter ones though.
You don't like that Boba Fett cover? I bet it'd go for good money today.
Well, all the more reason to sell it.
You're incorrigible, DS. That.
Yeah, I mean,
Star
I do
Wars
like
is tough for me. I don't collect Star Wars, but you're right. They're hotter than hot right now. Especially a lot of those old Dark Horse ones that were dollar bin books for 20 years. Now they're all heating up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Boba Fett's hot. Knights is right. You can get a lot for that one, probably.
I can probably let this one go.
Yeah, with Darth Vader and the Emperor on it, you could probably get a good penny for that.
All right. Let's see what else we got. I love that one. All right. We're just going to move through these Star Wars ones because they picked up in heat so much. I can't just throw them in a random box. I'm going to have to check them and see what.
And I'll tell you what I would do on Sunday or tomorrow night. List all of these individually on eBay auctions starting at $1 for 5-day auctions. I guarantee you make a couple $100.
No way.
On all these?
I forgot I had so much Star Wars.
I'm saying you probably got 30 of them.
Look, he's been trying to sell his bounty hunter variants, not moving.
Yeah, but you only need to make $5 average on them. You can probably pull that off.
These are the Adam Hughes run. Star Wars. That's a trade, I think. Yeah, I don't know why I have this book. I think I thought it was a Dave Stevens cover.
You want me to guess why you have this one?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's 2 reasons up front. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. You guys are a bunch of jokers. All right. Well, I'm getting rid of this one. I think when I bought it, I thought it was a Dave Stevens cover, and it turned out not to be.
Yeah, somebody tried to do his style on that for sure. Outer Space Babes.
Fooled me enough, and then I moved on. Star Slayer and keeping those.
Well, that's a Stevens, and that's First Rocketeer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
And number 1 is his first advertising appearance.
Yeah.
Stormbreaker, the Saga of Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah. Give that to your son.
Yeah, he loves that one. I'll give it to him. All right. Oh, I still get to take it out of the collection, though. Woohoo!
Yeah, move it to the other room.
Hey, that's why I look at it.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got now? I've never really been a fan of that one. It was in an A-OK.
They're fun to read, but they're really not that good. And
It's really not that good. I read it. It wasn't a very good story.
I mean, some of them are decent. I'm not that one probably, but
Keeping
what
that.
number is that?
121.
Okay.
But it has the distinction of being my donor book for my Daredevil 1.
Yeah.
And
Back cover.
back cover. Yeah, that was the back cover donor.
I'd probably keep all the Strange Tale.
This is a sneaky key, man. That flies under the radar.
Well, look, if you're going to keep Silver Age, you're not going to get a complaint from me.
Okay. Well, this is first appearance of Nick Fury as an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. So this is when he becomes a member of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's the first appearance of Hydra. It's the first appearance of the what are those bots called? Those replicants?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's first appearance of them. So there's a lot going on in that one.
That's a sneaky key.
It is a sneaky key.
Yeah, you got to keep that one too.
Yeah,
That's
that's
great.
killer. Actually, that one's a pen stamp cover too. It's got a pen stamp. I love it. All right, moving right along. We're almost done.
Yeah, that's a good one too. You got to keep that.
What is that,
Yeah.
third Spider-Man or fourth Spider-Man? I can never remember.
That's a great one.
I'm not sure.
It's either the third appearance of Spider-Man or the fourth appearance
What's
of
the
Spider-Man.
month and date? September 60 what?
September 63.
Yeah, third or fourth.
It's super early. It's my earliest appearance of Spider-Man. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
Man, I'm not a big fan of these.
I'm not a big fan of those, but I'm a big fan of this one.
Is this that Tyler Christopher guy?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I like that one.
It's pretty good, Negative Space one.
What is this? Death of Stupid Man? No.
I think I have it filed under D for death.
The Death of
It's in the wrong place.
Dump it.
It's a spoof comic. Third, Jimmy says.
Okay.
Yeah, LMD, Life Model Decoys. I think that's what it stands for.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yeah. Well, first Nick Fury, but that's not counting his time in the war.
Right.
So as Sergeant Fury. But yes. Submariner number 1. Surely we're going to keep that.
Got to keep that.
I love this book. That book's hard to get. Sonny.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, it's a good little good girl art there. We're keeping all the dick we've got in our collection.
Yeah, you got to keep the super comics.
Yeah. That one's hanging in my office, so that's got to stay. Just an insurance cover from a cockeyed duck. I mean, you
Yeah,
can't.
but that's a Golden Age book too.
Yeah, it's a Golden Age Archie.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, what's not to love about that? All right. That's not in my collection anymore. That book's lying to you. I'm going to get rid of it right now. Okay. We're moving quick. Superhero battle, super gorillas. I can't hate this book. I've tried so hard, but it's so fun.
It's a great cover.
It's Ernie Chan and Vince Coletta.
Love Ernie Chan.
Yeah, it's such a good book. All right,
His work on Conan and Cole is outstanding.
So good. I think this trumps all that, but well, you knew that was going to stick around.
yeah. I get rid of that.
Yeah, that one doesn't do anything for me.
I hate that for you. So it must suck to be wired that way.
This one's a very mild key.
It is, right? What is it though?
Supergirl #1, isn't it?
Yeah. But what's key about it? Is it her first solo title?
I think it's her first solo title, but it has no value and nobody ever looks for it. But
Well, I found one with
cool.
perfect circles.
I think it's kind of cool.
I found one where the 20 cent and the DC match up inside the centering, so I had to jump
I
on it.
used to have a copy of this. Yeah, I think it's the first Supergirl self-titled, and it's a #1. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, for 20-cent bronze #1s, they're all good to pick up when you see them, and this is one of them that nobody ever talks about, but I think it's worth it.
Okay. Now he's saying Strange Tale Annual is the 6th appearance of Spidey, so now we have a fight going on between Jimmy, who went to bed, and Knights of Old jumping in after Jimmy goes to bed and can't defend himself. See how that works, DS? That's your friend. That's your guy. This is the Meg Ryan Supergirl cover.
Yeah, don't do it.
I'm ready to let it go. I have so many Supergirl covers that this doesn't belong in the set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right. This is a kind of a cool little outfit for her.
Yeah.
What was that? Somebody hair squeaking? What the heck was that?
I don't really like it. She looks like a 13-year-old.
It's John Romita.
I mean, she looks like a little kid.
Yeah.
All right, dumped. I don't know what 13-year-old you went to middle school with, but we definitely had different experiences. Look, now Jackson Roykirk jumps in and he says Human Torch versus Spider-Man, 4th appearance. So now we've gone from 3rd to 6th to 4th.
The plot thickens.
Oh my gosh. Oh, like a bowl of soup. All right, here we got Supergirl #1. I like all the fights. I like all the cat fights. I'm a cat fight cover lover, so sorry. That's staying.
Yeah, so the CGC notes on that book, it says early Spider-Man appearance, first crossover.
So they're not taking sides on that one.
So it's
They
the
know
first
better than to
crossover,
get between these guys.
but I'm not sure which appearance it is.
They're just trying to please everybody.
This one,
It's Michael Turner, Supergirl, so I'll keep it. There's crappier books to get rid of before that one.
like that one.
Speaking
No, I
of,
don't like this one. This one's awesome. It's a cover swipe, right? It's got
Probably.
Batman finding her instead of Superman. Come on, guys.
that's an incredible cover. Said no one ever.
All right. Gone it is. Look, I can tell you guys are going to become great friends. All right, Michael. Have you guys ever even been on a stream together?
No, that's
No.
DS Comics meet Comic Mag Musings, aka Bill or Billiam or Billy Goat, whatever.
We talk to each other on Instagram, and we're always in the same live chats too. So
Oh,
Yeah.
there's nothing like the distinct torture of this quasi face-to-face interaction. Instagram has nothing on it. That goes double for both of you. That's quadruple for all you math magicians out there.
well, I missed you so much because we didn't have a No Faces chat, so I had to get on here.
I believe it. Look, Knights of Old saying so tied with fifth appearance, I guess. He's splitting the difference on us. Oh my gosh. All right. Keep
Well,
it
he's
going.
saying it came out the same day as ASM 4,
That's funny.
so he probably is right.
Okay. That's fair.
That's a good cover.
Yeah, I like that. Some more Turner. Some more Turner. I'm just going to hold on to these for a minute. That's fantastic.
Nah, I mean they're too big. Are you serious?
What? Supergirl's knees?
Yeah,
I
mean,
thought they
they're
were
like-
well padded. What are you complaining about?
they're like beach balls.
They're like, what?
Beach balls.
Haven't you ever been to the beach?
Yeah, that looks terrible.
I can't help you. There's no help. No help. Helpless. That homages a cover I already have 3 of. I love this. Is hilarious. When worlds collide. I love it. It's so campy. Good stuff.
That looks like that. Isn't there a Superman cover where he's holding her?
Maybe. I don't know. This one looks better though. All right, that's a Art Germ classic. One of his few
That's a
really
good
good
one.
ones. Yeah. There's an Art Germ
That
not
one's
so classic
classic.
one. There's a Michael Turner classic one. This one's signed and it's got 4 good reasons to keep it.
Yeah, I bet it does.
DS is mad every time I show this book because he has the real one. And
I
I
don't anymore. I
have,
sold it. I had the Batman and the Superman, and I sold them as a set.
like they make hard drives for these kinds of things. Look, ASM number 3. What's that mean? What's that even mean? Oh, it came out the same day as ASM number 3, not ASM number 4. So that makes it the 3rd appearance or 4th appearance, tied for the 4th appearance. Whatever, you guys suck. All right, Superman Adventures, nice Bruce Timm cover. Keeping that. I know you don't want me to. All right, we only got like 10 books to go, guys.
Let's do it.
We're all over this, and there's only probably 7 cat fights in this 10. So be ready for that.
So basically, we only have a chance to get you to get rid of 3.
Here's cat fight number 1. I just keep cat fight covers. I can't help it. I think they're fun.
I think
Look,
that
ASM
falls
number
under the
4,
category of
same
probably a good read.
Yeah, oh, I bet it is. Look, they're fighting again, guys. We're gonna have to separate you guys. Superman for the animals. I already know this is going. Don't
Yep,
talk
get
about
rid
it.
of it.
Don't. It's on its way. No worries, mate. All
It's like a
right.
Liefeld cover.
Liefeld cover. It does look like that.
Look at that left arm.
It's pretty bad.
Now you can see the feet on that.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, those kids were going to throw that cat over a bridge, and Superman is not pleased about it.
Not having it.
I guess I'll get rid of this.
No, you got to keep that one.
That's a great one.
All right.
Treasury, isn't it?
It doesn't fit in the cabinet, so
That's a nice cover.
yeah, that's a winner.
Wait.
What?
So you sold your 9.8 and bought a new one?
No, this is a reprint, like a Mexican. This is a Mexican print,
Oh, okay.
and they use the same cover art.
Yeah. So good. All right, cool.
And I submitted it and got a 9.6, I think.
Yeah, I see what you did there. Nice.
Yeah, because I love the art, but I'm not $1,000. Kidding me?
Yeah. Well, I knew that was a good decision when you sold it.
Look at that. Lois Lane. Another book DS pretended to want to sell me a few times.
I'll tell you, there's three DC female keys that are great investments, and they are Tech 359 is the most expensive, and then Batman 181 is the second most expensive, and this one trails behind both and is an awesome book. And those are the three DC female keys. Great investment on this one, I think.
It is a good book.
I love picking this up every time I get it. I love cleaning it.
Yeah, it's a fun book to clean.
So fun to clean. It's so fun to press. I've had like 5 copies of this book.
I've had 2 of it. This was my better one of the 2. I think I'm ready to finally let this book go.
Yeah. Really busy cover on that one.
Yeah, it's kind of ugly.
Yeah, but somebody will buy that. Somebody will want that. That's a nice 80 pager. That's cool.
Yep. All right. And a couple of these Lois Lanes. I love that one. I love her outfit. I love that she's breaking the title. Like, I like comics where they interact with the title. She's throwing it down, and she exposes an interior panel. So it's real meta, too. I like that.
Pretty cool.
All right. This one's got to go.
Yep.
Actually, I think this next one I already got rid of. Yeah, that one's already gone. Swamp
Gotta keep
Thing.
Gotta keep that, I think.
Well, you're getting rid of that, right? You said you're getting rid of all these dollar comics.
Yeah, yeah, but where's
Oh, that is a dollar comic. Yeah, all right.
Why is Swamp Thing before my Superman? That's weird, isn't it?
Well, it's incorrect. I don't know how weird it is, but
Thanks, Bill, for that clarification. I don't know what I'd do without you, but I'd like to find out.
you'd be miserable.
Oh, would I? No, it stands for Super Dollar. Super Dollar Comics. All right, keeping that one. That's a hard to find one, and I love it. Let's see. Keeping all gold. Keeping it.
Well, DS hates the gold ones, but I think you should keep them.
I know. He's a
Yeah,
bum.
they're highly collectible. They're great pieces of Americana. They have good historical value, good monetary value. They're not my cup of tea. You guys know what I collect. I like dark shit. That stuff is not for me, but it's classic Americana, and it's good stuff to keep. I like that one too.
That one's fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I've had a couple copies. You know, I don't regret selling much, but I had a 9.0 white pager of this that I sold pretty quick. And I mean, I bought it to flip, and I made it like doubled my money on it. But I don't know, man. A 9.0 white pager of this is tough to find. That might have been a book to hold for a minute, but
Well, mine ain't. Death of Superman, keeping that, right? This book is not in my collection anymore. I gave it to Russ, actually, who was in the stream yesterday, I think, by now. And then we got this. I don't know that I still have this book. What number is that? 124? I think I already got rid of that book. All right, good. We're almost done, guys. Woohoo! All
yeah, I
right.
got an ASM 306 you can pair with that. A couple of Action 1 swipes to sell.
Look at that. Love that book. Got 2 copies of that, and no, I'm not getting rid of either one of them.
Is that the same artist right there?
Yeah, that's Jim Lee.
Okay.
It's not as good as the other one,
I'm not a huge Jim Lee fan.
I'm not either.
but I don't know.
I don't like too many 90s Marvel artists, quite honestly.
Well, in the 90s, I really liked the X-Men run. I remember when I was collecting, I was like, what was I, 15 when that came out, and I was really digging. That was my favorite title, the X-Men title, when that came out with Jim Lee. But now it's not something I'm into. But at the time, I was so excited for the new X-Men's.
Tell me how much you love this book.
What is it, a Macy's Day Parade float?
Keeping this one. I just think it's cool. The stare down.
Well, it looks like they're getting ready to kiss. I'd get rid of that one.
They're angry. They're too angry to kiss. Lois Lane getting shot at. Loving it. I think that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
I don't think I have that book anymore. I lied. I have it. So what do you think?
I think you should go with the former and not have it.
Shoot.
I don't think you need that.
All right. I'll get rid of it. It's got a cool foil. That's all I know. I don't even know who the character is, though. I love that. Like the Fleischman cartoons.
Yeah, that's all right.
You don't have to love it.
Yeah, cool. I can see why you would keep that, though.
I think I got that one or had that one. That lowest cover.
I don't like this long-haired Superman.
You know, I kept it forever because it's signed by Bogdanov.
Bogdanovich?
Yeah, whatever. It's signed by that guy. The guy who did it's signed by the cover artist.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm ready to let it go. I'll put it in my to give away pile. That way, if somebody needs that book, they can have it. All right. I love this book.
Yeah, that's cool. Especially if you got a centered one where the words aren't cut off on the bottom.
Ooh, let me see.
Because this one, we just talked about this the other day. Those 20 centers are tight.
Yeah, it is perfectly centered.
Like that Tomb of Dracula 1's another deal like that, where the bottom words get cut.
This one has a perfect banner at the top, no cutting in on the comics code, and the full words all the way across the bottom with not even the bottom of that thing part is tore up. Everything's perfect.
Nice.
Hey, Knight is asking Bill what his collecting focus is.
Conan and Conan related titles. Any book under 25 cents. Don't let them fool you. Am I wrong?
I don't know, a whole bunch. Too many. Lately, it's been a lot of EC. Especially the War and the Horror, and but like Ghost Rider. Mainly the ones I collect. It's like 1 through 20, and all high grade. So it's been a work in progress for the last 20 or so years. We'll see how it goes.
Conan.
It's Star Trek.
only the crossovers. Only where over. Look at this Jekyll and Hyde. I love that.
Yeah, keep that. That's cool.
This is one of my most favorite covers in my whole collection.
That's
it's a 9.8 contender, and I just haven't worked up the nerve to send it in because I'd be devastated if it came back at 9.6 because of how pretty it is.
Well,
it is nice.
For a 20 center, there is no shame in a 9.6.
It's just so pretty. I just feel like it's a 9. Like I'll be mad when it gets a 9.8 because I think it should be a 10. Like
there are plenty of things you should be ashamed of, but that wouldn't be one of them. Bub.
Yeah, a 9.6 on this would be phenomenal. I wouldn't even, if I were collecting this, I would just look for a 9.0 or better. I wouldn't even need a 9.6.
All right. Well, that makes me feel better. Maybe I'll send it in this next batch.
I mean, it's a 20 center. If you're in a 20 centers, you only need a 9.0 as like a rock solid grade. You don't need higher than that. I mean, most of my DC Bronze Horror is 9.0, 9.2. I have a couple 9.4s, but mostly it's 9.2s and 9.0s.
I don't have this book anymore. I already got rid of it.
Yeah, it's at Walmart.
And this one.
Mm.
There's my real Swamp Thing #1, so I'm keeping that.
Yeah, you got to keep that.
I don't blame you.
I do want to upgrade mine to a better copy that has a good wrap where there's no white showing.
All right. What number is that? Number 5? All right. Yep. So I was kind of trying to go for that first run of Wrightson.
Yeah, it's only 10 issues.
Yep. And I've got 5. I've got 1, 5, 7. I really like that 7 with the Batman appearance. I love that cover. That's almost my favorite if it weren't for number 9, I think. There's 8. I've had 2 copies of that. Just sold 1. I kept upgrading until I got one that had both the circles in it. And that's clearly the best cover of them, I think.
I like that one.
Yeah.
And then this just jumps out and says, "Sell me."
Yeah, that's crap.
All right. He's begging for it. All right. And that's the end of the S's. We did it.
Cool.
Woo-hoo. All right. So let's do the reconciliation and see what we ended up with. We made some room, not as much room as I'd like, I have to be honest. But I did make some flip-through room in about 3 boxes. So that's helpful.
Well, I appreciate you finally being honest. That's a step in the right direction.
About what part? I'm not convinced. All right. So let's refresh this. All right. 2386. And I put that here. That way I can find it later if I forget. So 2386. And what did we have when we started?
2470. No.
No, I think it was 2478 maybe, or
Something like that.
That's a nice little purge.
yeah, about 100 books.
Does that count ones that you had gotten rid of previously but hadn't removed from the database?
Potentially. Yes, it does. I mean, that wouldn't. No, I mean, that's the number would count, but of course it doesn't make any room in the cabinet because they're already gone.
Right.
But there were some books that I had doubles of that I got rid of that also don't count in the number count because they don't usually put doubles in twice.
Okay.
I got rid of a double, so they kind of even out.
Yep.
It's all said and done.
Yeah, let me show you my Swamp Thing 1. I'll show you why I want to upgrade this.
All right, let me remove this real quick.
Well, you just removed him.
Yeah, I know. I didn't make a mistake.
All right, so the circles are not ideal.
I'm trying to get you. Okay.
There we go. Yeah, you can see where it's cut off a little bit.
Yeah, because it's got, like most issues, actually the overwrap on this is not that bad. See what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really not that bad, but it's there. Just enough that it cuts off the edge of that circle. So it's close, and it really doesn't have that bad of a wrap, but there's a little white showing on that edge.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad. This matches my House of Secrets 92, which is why I haven't messed with it yet, because I have both of them in 8.0 off-white to white, so I kind of like that they're the same grade. But if I didn't have a House of Secrets 92, I would have already upgraded this. But they match. And to upgrade a House of Secrets 92 above an 8.0 is really expensive, so they match, but I do want a better copy of this at some point.
Yeah, for sure. Mine is terrible, but I paid almost nothing for it. Actually, the guy wanted almost nothing for it, and I had to work him down.
Yeah, I think I paid like $100 for mine.
Look at the centering on that. Ugh.
Yeah, it's up a little bit.
But the good thing about it is that it is up, not too far over, although it's still over, but there's still complete art at the bottom. So that means technically I'm getting more Wrightson art than you are on your cover. And this is how I choose to look at this book.
Yeah, does it cut through the startling issue up top?
Well,
yeah.
depends how you look at it. But
Very
yes,
tough, yeah.
it's hard cut.
Yeah,
But to my knowledge, Wrightson did not draw that title.
that's true. You have more rights in art than me.
I know I hate to throw salt in that old wound. Just thought I'd remind you that. Here is that near perfect Headless Horseman. The centering on it is beautiful. I hate even to touch it. It's so pretty. Well, hold on. Let me help you to better enjoy the glory of this book. It is super sharp on
That
the
is super
corners.
cool.
Everything is super sharp.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's a clean copy. It would break my heart for them to give me anything less than a 9.2. If it was less than a 9.2, I would crack the slab and keep it raw. That's how I feel about that.
Yep, nothing wrong with that.
Look at that
Mhm.
magic.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, this one could be upgraded too because this one has an overwrap as well. It's more at the top than at the bottom. There's really not much of an overwrap. Say it's barely showing there.
Oh yeah.
But when you go up to this is the top edge, it's a little bit wider.
I didn't know that was black. Look at my cover. It's like charcoal gray.
Well, yeah, the top is black.
Yeah, not on my cover. Not on my
So,
copy.
yeah, I would say so. You know, I could upgrade these, but it's going to cost a lot more to upgrade the House of Secrets.
Sure.
So, I mean, it's like probably to get an 8.5 or a 9, a 9.0 probably be like, I don't know, 3,500 maybe. An 8.5 would probably be 3,000 maybe for an 8.5 probably. I bet.
Oof.
So I'm not really in a hurry to upgrade that. So they're nice. I mean, 8.0's, there's no slouches on these books. 8.0's pretty solid. So
Yeah,
you get on it.
and the Bronze Age horror weathers well. You know, and I see one that's all cracked up and
Yeah.
beat up. Even a 2.5 just looks killer.
And these are my, honestly, for DC Bronze, these are my lowest graded books. So everything else is in the 9s. So, what, you know, it's not bad. I'm happy with it.
I like it. Well, Bill, thanks for hopping on late. And we really appreciate the camera placement. If you're holding it between your knees, I'm glad you haven't sneezed yet. He takes the term laptop literally.
Where's my phone?
Oh my goodness, that poor phone. That's
I was too
All
tired. I've been up since 6 this morning. I
What are
drove
you
all the way from Colorado back home and just got in when I jumped on in the chat. So
they threw you out, huh?
can't blame him for that.
Colorado, they said, get this guy out of here.
I heard they had legalized everything, so I went as quickly as possible.
Everything but Bill. Yeah. For sure. DS, thanks for hopping on and joining me tonight. I honestly thought you were the one that had canceled on the no faces. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, it wasn't me. Hey, you know, this is my weekend. I'm off. Monday and Tuesday is my weekend when everybody's at work. I'm off. So
Yeah, but sometimes you go out of town because of that. So
yeah, we didn't do anything this year. So we're here.
cool. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna end it. Look at these. Knights of Old says 2,000 more to go. 386, and he's saying he wants my personal collection to be under 400 books.
Wow.
Which
Well, I will keep the Planet Comics 1 on ice for you and
nice.
sell 2,000 more, average of $4 each. You'll be able to buy that off me.
I don't think if I sold 2,000 more, I'd have more than I needed.
You'll have change left over.
I'd start digging into books that are worth more than $2 eventually. I'll explain it to you later, Bill.
Well, you carry the one, right?
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Knights of Old, for sticking around this long and for about 30% of your comments. Thanks, Steve, for always being around too. Good man. I think Jackson Roy Kirk was here as well. May still be. So thank you all for joining us, and thanks Jimmy. Thanks to Jimmy, and thanks to Russ also for joining me tonight. And thank you guys. This is always fun. I was cleaning up my room this past weekend, and I was like, you know what? I just can't. These books are so tightly packed. It drives me insane. So, but we are a good ways through now. We're up to the T's, and I can tell you not much is leaving out of the W's, out of the Wolverine. So that's going to be a fast skip. We're not even going to go issue by issue. So we're gonna probably, I'd say probably 2 more episodes, and this will be over.
Well, what about the X's?
The X's?
You got a lot of X-Men, don't you?
Well, they'll be under Uncanny. Probably won't get rid of any of those. But my actual X-Men run, like the Jim Lee X-Men, I'm probably going to hop off those. I'm probably going to cut that in half. I think I've got somewhere around 60 issues, and I'm going to boil it down to probably less than 30.
What about Ys? You got any Ys?
Like 3.
What about Zs?
Like 2, I think.
What about Q? Do you have any Q?
1, and we already did it in this episode.
Yeah, we did it tonight.
You were
no.
somewhere over the Hoover Dam spitting gum out. So
The only Qs he had was Quack, which is a Dave Stevens cover, and then a short run of The Question.
right, and the question isn't even in the cabinet because it's too big.
Yeah.
It's a black label book. So yeah, there you go.
Cool.
All right, guys. Well, we thank you all for joining us. DS wants to remind you all to do your homework. Bill wants to tell you that we're taking over the world 1 comic book at a time. I'm going to tell you that don't apologize for the glare. We'll catch you.
Right.
Thanks. Bye-bye.